We just need Doughboy.
Maybe a
I
no
think
jumper
Mad
history.
Lately got us beat better than that. I think
Who's
we
on
Mad
Mad
Lately.
Who's on Mad
It was
Lately?
Gina, Rosecrans, Vic, and like Asian dude named Gabe. I think his name was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who
We're
Gabe
definitely
was,
the Mad
so.
Lately of the news week for
Yeah.
sure. Without Aunt Hefe,
We
Free
got
Hefe,
that
man.
We'll
beat,
change it.
though.
We'll change that. Though.
We got them beat for sure because I don't even know who Gabe is. No disrespect to that brother.
Oh
but
God,
I
yeah.
don't even
But
know
shout
who
to
that
Gina
is.
and Rosecrans.
Gabe was cool, but Gabe was not the world's best podcaster, and he was not liked by the fans.
Wait, Gabe, the dude with like green hair that was running around with
No,
Wiz
no, no,
Khalifa?
no.
I was like, whoa. I was like, that dude was podcasting up here. Yeah, man. But as you guys saw, bro, Hefe has been picked up by the police, right? Not the feds.
No, yeah.
On
It's a state thing.
TMZ is reporting a murder charge allegedly. We don't know. We weren't able to see his charges when it was pulled up in the LA like court registry or whatever. But yeah, man, free Hefe, bro. I mean, last week he was literally sitting here saying he just got a new spot. You know, he was elevating the lifestyle, maybe getting out of some familiar places, and just trying to separate himself from the crowd a bit more as you've been seeing all of his success in podcasting and in music. And then a week later, he gets pinched. It's unfortunate.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's horrible to see for sure because Aunt Hefe's been doing his thing. He gave me a lot of advice on YouTube, showing me his, YouTube earnings and how he's been going crazy with that. And just, definitely you could tell that he was on a different tip, on a different way of life. So just like Munchie was saying, like, there's a lot of these cases where fools start doing, living completely different, ain't done shit in years, and then something from their past come and bite them in the ass, and then come and cause new problems for them when they haven't been living like that for the longest. So
do you think it's the no jumper effect though? Do you think would the story be picked up by TMZ? Do they frame it as no jumper host? Do you think he would have already got TMZ? Do you think since he's on here the microscope is even larger since the views are more? Do you think he would have still went down if he wasn't on no jumper? You think you could have slid under the radar? Or you think it was the inevitable?
I think definitely the no. I mean, like you said, the fucking title is no jumper host. Aunt Hefe, picked up.
That's crazy.
For a murder, supposedly, allegedly. So yeah, I don't think that TMZ definitely would have been reporting. You know what I'm saying? All love to Aunt. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, this is the biggest platform that he's on, and this is where people hear his voice the most. And would he have gotten picked up? I don't know, because I mean, Hefe's done a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure the police and the feds is familiar with Hefe and how he gets down, or maybe they're watching him. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm sure no jumper doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? But he never be on here popping it super gangsta, crazy street
what's
shit.
crazy.
And Hefe's like the complete opposite. He's like, Mister, I'm just a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber. I'm big chilling. So this was disheartening to see for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree with that. The notoriety, at least in the media space, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ant has a heavy name, but in the media space, obviously, it has to do with no jumper host getting, apprehended and stuff. As far as was the apprehension come in because of no jumper, I wouldn't say that. I think that, like Ant would always say, don't let the internet, fool you. Like, real shit is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He's living a real life, and not saying like in a gangster way. But like, the realities of these things have nothing to do with what's happening online. If you're from LA, what's kind of been going on. And I'm not saying that to allude to there's any credence to this arrest, but Ant is one of the people, when we were going through some trying times over the summer, was speaking out against some of the actions happening in the streets and, trying to calm things down behind the scenes. People have, spoke highly of his name and being someone who's, pushing for better outcomes for, some of these happenings in the streets and stuff. So I don't know, man. I feel like they might be trying to put the screws to Ant a little bit. I couldn't imagine that Hefe's just out here down and shit or whatever. He wasn't projecting that forward to the world. And I think what you see with Ant is like kind of what you get. I don't think
Ooh, what up?
Oh, yeah, I met you.
Moose.
I don't think
Kyle.
Yeah.
one to be doing it up too much, What's happening?
Nah, yeah, I definitely, and even we've got some information earlier that this might be some bullshit that he's just getting swept into, and you know what I'm saying, that they really might not have nothing on him. So obviously it's a lot to be seen, but, you know what I'm saying, we definitely holding on to making Hefe come home soon, man, for sure. And Hefe got our full support up here at No Jumper. We want to see the best for bro, and this is a terrible thing to hear for sure. And like you said, he don't be pushing that, but you know, like you said, Hefe ain't rocking alone. You never know, people trying him. You know, it could have been, you know, all kinds of different shit. But hopefully, like we got told earlier, it might just be some bullshit that he's getting wrapped up in, where they're trying to get some info out of him and saying, we going to throw the book at you if you don't say nothing. And he's just staying solid, so they keeping him locked up. So we'll see for sure, man. But that was the worst news for sure I got this week, man, in the past month, man. And Hefe always been super cool to me since the host competition when I met him. And to see this shit is crazy. But you think of imagine the podcast with Almighty, Hefe, and Brick. Like inside,
oh my!
If they got them together and let them do like a prison pod,
crazy.
Loose cannon,
loose cannon as a special guest. Sometimes I don't know, but that would be the most fire prison pod lineup of all time, bro. That would be a fire pod. I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy, bro.
We need that ASAP.
Have to scoot over.
Yeah,
bro.
if B Brace could do a whole live stream, we got to get the Brick and Suspect pod. You know what I'm saying? ASAP.
Yo.
It's only a 15-20 minute pod though. That's it. You gotta come back next week to get a second part.
Did they do? Wait, did they do that pod yesterday? Oh, it's okay. So, do we want to announce? Okay, no. Okay,
he kind of he alluded to it.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, yeah, we're not trying to blow it up. Yeah,
because Spody and Munchie started talking shit, and I knew exactly who it was as soon as he said that. What is it? 8 p.m. tonight? Wednesday?
8:30.
Yeah, around tonight. Adam's going live with a certain someone, and it's gonna be crazy supposedly. So make sure y'all tune in tonight.
Oh, there's so much I can say, but I don't want to blow the spot.
No Zark Zone 8:30.
Yeah,
you know
chat. Who is it?
I don't want to blow the
Cold
spot
water,
too
suck my
much,
dick.
but bro is like low key a comedian. Like his like sense of humor is so underrated.
Who?
B Brace.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you really saw it when he was talking to ATM Ricci though. Like
his like and he's like. Acts like he's serious all the time, but he be on bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? So he'll act dead ass and be like communicating some funny shit. His communication style is definitely hilarious.
Free my nigga Check Shay, man. That shit crazy, bro. That shit be fucked up. I was supposed to be linking with my boy this morning. We supposed to go program and shit. I got that call. I'm like, bro, that ain't right, man. Free my boy. He stay out the antics. My boy just trying to chase his bag, trying to figure out his YouTube shit. He ain't affiliated with none of the BS that be going on, bro. He stay out the way. Free that man till we see that man. And prayers for his fam, his kids, and whatnot, man, because that's some BS, bro. Free my boy for shit sure.
And then the video that he had posted, like the shorts video or whatever, kind of alluded to this situation pretty much. So he kind of saw it coming down the pipeline. What do you think that was?
No,
I know people get,
Yeah, people were trying to say that maybe it was like, he just got out of a sticky situation and he was like kind of talking about it. I think he got the news. You know what I'm saying? That it was coming down the pipeline. I'm sure he had feelings about it for a cool minute. If you really sit back and think about it, like, I feel like they're really just putting the screws to him. Something happened close to him, his business, something like that, and they know he's got the most to lose, so they trying to put pressure on him, and it's just going to be an inconvenience with, like, lawyer fees, time loss, and stuff like that. But I don't think that there's any validity in, the charges or anything like that. So I think he knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even like I think yesterday, like the last thing he posted on his story was the No Jumper show. So that gets posted at what time, Josh? 9 in the morning?
Yeah, I usually have that shit posted by like 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so he reposted that at 9 a.m. and then between then and 4 p.m. they picked him up supposedly.
And what would like getting the news look like? Would that be like somebody else that maybe got involved getting picked up first and he got the news of that? Like what would that even
or
be
they
like?
could have gone somewhere else looking for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's so high profile that they're probably gonna try to let him know. You know what I'm saying?
I think Ant
got doors and shit.
I think Ant got lawyers and people that he speak to.
Yeah.
Who's who works on that side of the system. Not in no weird ass way because that sounds crazy, but as far as
people who represent
representation goes. I know Ant probably got somebody who probably let him know, like, yo, bro, this is what's going on. Ant not a dumb dude by any stretch of the imagination. I know my boy be slaughtering words up here and shit, but, like, I'm sure, sure.
Ant's a genius. He's making up words.
Yeah, look, right? The Ant dictionary.
If there's anything Ant understands, it's the legal system and how the law works and shit.
Bro was in the feds. It wasn't even like bro just did a couple, a bit in the county. Bro was in the feds before, so he definitely
10+.
probably got somebody who kind of, how should I say this? Helping him, guide his way through this. Whole
Yeah,
legal
they could be
process.
like, hey, they got a warrant out. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
just checked. You know what I'm saying? They
sure.
looking for you or something. Or like, we know got multiple spots. You know what I'm saying? They could have hit one spot and he like, oh, they up in my running through my shit looking for me. Like it's about to go down. Oh,
I ain't
fuck
gonna hold
this.
you, bro. The funniest shit out of this all, even though none of this is funny, but the funniest shit is finding out bro named Maurice. That shit.
What's wrong with Maurice?
That's my brother's name. My brother's name is Maurice.
Yeah, because when I hear
shit, bro, not this nigga named Maurice.
That's a
bro.
cool name.
When I hear Hefe, I'm thinking, oh, bro named Antoine,
Anthony.
Oh yeah,
that is true. Where's the Ant come from?
So when I see Maurice, I'm like,
it's got to be a middle name. It's got to be a middle name.
Yeah, you're right though. Hold on, wait.
I assumed it was Anthony.
That's why I was like, oh, okay. But nah, man, free my boy for shit, sure.
Reese Hefe? I mean, don't really ring the same.
Hefe
hit a little different.
No, I'm not
I get
gonna lie.
it.
I had a little chuckle to myself too. I put it in the chat and I was like, I know Ant touchdown. He's getting mad love in that joint, but he just want to whoop somebody's ass right now.
God, I'm not even saying what's up to Hefe. I see him come through there. I know he pissed.
Bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. The fact that bro can't smoke no weed right now, I know he flaming right now.
I don't even know what that's like. Hefe not on nothing, sober, stone cold sober. Hefe, that's probably a dangerous guy. You know what I'm saying? Stay away.
Yeah, that's definitely.
He gonna knock your ass out.
That's Maurice. That ain't
Maurice
Hefe.
gonna clean your
That's
clock.
Maurice. Yeah, man, free my boy though.
Yeah, TMZ tapping in. He lit. You know what I'm saying? He
That's
lit.
crazy.
How many of us in this room we get locked up TMZ reporting it, man? Hefe lit.
I did
No
a TMZ
jumper
bus
might
tour.
not even report
They
it.
gonna hit you with the TMZ.
Yeah, I did a TMZ bus tour before.
Jared
so
Fields,
I
Big
might
Brother
be-
star,
yeah.
locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Use all the big names,
I'm
all the
like,
son of your
sliding
favorites.
outside.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail though. Let's not even talk that shit into existence. You feel
Oh
me?
God, you telling, huh?
I'm not, man. Listen, I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing shit
Damn,
that's
they
getting me
did
to
a
jail.
whole expose on Ant.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they got his
What the fuck?
interview picture. That's from the interview. Yeah, he got the full article, man. He's lit out here. Shout out Young and Hefe, man, doing it up. He'll be out soon.
Wait. Hold on, one more. What
Man,
is
they
the
posted
LAPD?
everything.
Reshot LAPD narrative about what happened so far. No word back. Okay.
Yeah.
$1 million bond. All right.
Yeah, they said LAPD ain't trying to release nothing, but they said once he sees the judge and all that, that's probably where they got it. So he must have seen the judge if they're saying they're hitting him with the M, or they're just assuming that based on the
Okay.
bail and
Yeah.
California and all that.
That
Exactly,
we saw
yeah.
yesterday, right?
Yeah. So this is pretty much just what you guys reported last night. Moose in the cut.
Yeah, you know what it is, man.
That $1 million bill is scary, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Even being on the East Coast, like I don't know too much about the system and how they, book people and all that shit. But I know when you see that $1 million bill, it's usually bad, bro. That's what made me be like, damn, that's the unfortunate part about it to me.
That's
Obviously,
what they were saying
outside of what
yesterday.
he got charged with, but free my boy regardless, man.
Because even if it's not, that story is still gonna stick, and so people are still gonna associate his name with that too. Even if he it's not a good. I mean, it might be cool for like people that are fans or whatever, but for like just in general, he's trying to do business in the future. It's not. I mean, even if he gets off, it's gonna.
I think.
Get an example.
I think to be like honest though, I think Ant's trajectory, this doesn't necessarily put a bump in the road for him. I think if anything, this just catapults him.
Yeah, this
In
way.
that
If
way,
he beats
like,
this
in the
shit and he
streets.
comes
When
out,
he beat it, when my boy get free,
Yeah.
let's talk that
I'm
shit
just
into
saying,
existence. Man.
yeah,
when my boy beat
when
it,
he beats it,
when
he gonna
bro
come
get
home
free,
and that YouTube's gonna go
crazy.
crazy. He
They
gonna
just
have a
gonna
whole other
catapult.
perspective.
He's in the right lane.
Yeah.
If bro was doing like some other shit, if bro was like an actor or you know what I mean, some type
Or just
of
squeaky clean ass image,
but bro already bro was in the feds. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
it ain't like people already thinking like, oh, this dude is squeaky clean. Like,
Right.
yeah, our
Feel me?
corporate friend Aunt Hefe, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah.
But-
Hey, real shit though. I already posted this on my story, but man, y'all that fuck with Hefe, go to his YouTube channel, tap in with those story times and stuff, tap in with that evergreen content that he has. It doesn't have to be the new stuff he's reacting to that's days old. But man, run up his YouTube while he's down, you know what I'm saying?
And slap
Stream
his
that
music.
album,
Yeah.
while he's down, you know what I'm saying? His family could, use the funds for sure. I know Hefe's up, but it only helps when more money's coming in. So go tap in with those story times, man. Ant has some really dope stories from his Fed time, his time out on the streets and stuff. I promise you, you will be entertained. Run my boy up.
facts, man.
Yeah, shout out to Hefe, man. That was some bad
Yeah,
news
so what's
for
that?
sure.
That's Hefe, Sus, Brick, Ricky, and Moose.
Well, that's about to be
Ricky.
locked up.
I was about to say, wait. For what?
all
Me and Ricky Rico going down the new
Y'all
wave.
niggas
Ricky.
is telling. You talk about telling?
I ain't getting picked up anytime soon.
You telling?
Trust me.
Be honest.
I'm telling on Ricky
I got
for sure.
lawyer fees in the cut. I don't got to worry about.
Yeah, that means you can have a lawyer fee.
I'm sitting in there quiet.
I'm telling on Ricky for sure. Yeah, Ricky did it.
We know you're telling.
Ricky did it.
911 on speed.
I watched
dial.
Ricky do it. He shot the man.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. While we here, man, might as well go ahead, man. It seemed like my boy Moose was pressured up, ready to knock somebody out. What's going on, gang?
Yeah, and I came doubled up for Aunt Hefe, man. You know I had to double the coffee cups today,
but my boy be doubled up just off the regular soda.
No, this is not any narcotic of any sort in here.
So were you ready to go off on? You had the Arthur hander calling
I definitely had the Arthur hand ready. You know what I'm saying? The fat knuckles ready.
What would it have taken for you to swing on him?
Just him touching Lush, because Adam was already telling me and Lush like, don't beat him up, like this dude might sue me and shit. So we were already like kind of like, let's just get out of here. But he was following us around and really following Lush, because Lush was like, you a pussy ass Mark. Lush was going crazy. He was like, the dude was banging 3 different gangs. Lush like, you ain't from there. You soft. You a bitch. Like Lush was gang banging on him. I'm like, oh, Lush going up, but I'm like, Lush got a bad leg, a bad foot. He dragging that motherfucker. I'm not finna let Lush fight no smoker, you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna have to dope fiend him one good time for sure. I had to take them off, slide them off.
I said he trying to fight, bro.
I had to slide him into the bag as soon, because you never know. I'm not trying to get no glass in my eye. Somebody, a smoker, take me out. I look like Bizzle and shit. Shout out to Biz.
That's that energy you should have had in that motherfucking room with Wack, brother.
Yeah, that's true, but it was just a different situation. But I get you. You know what I'm saying, for sure.
Different situation.
I was the smoker in that situation. You know what I'm saying? About to get dope fiend from the side. So, but if he touched my boy Lush, I would have had to crash him. Win, lose, or draw, like Flacco said. You know what I'm saying? I would have had to crash him. But
that's respectful. I see you having your homies back. That's respectful.
Yeah. If we outside, it's like all the rules is gone. I got my homies back for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I'm glad that you didn't swing, especially with the fans trying to run these narratives on you about what you didn't do here and what you should have done here. You feel me with the you and Bo thing, like, bro. All that shit is for the birds, bro. I see you say, like, bro, I'm trying to protect my fucking mind, my brain.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it's about, bro. Like, none of these motherfuckers would get busy if it came down to it. If your mans was in the jam, you wouldn't get him out. You feel me? So I'm glad that you didn't, you know what I'm saying, go upside his head. And the cops is dead wrong. They see all this shit going on. Not saying like
there was a few cop cars that drove by, and Adam like, police, this J-Cat is chasing us.
Don't break a law around Adam.
And shit like that, but they already know what it is. Like, they're not going to hop out until they
We would have had to like been stabbing him up for them cops to stop. If we was packing them out, they would have just kept rolling for show. But
on Hollywood Boulevard, they trying to pull over celebrities and shit. They not fucking with regular people. You feel me? They trying to make the news.
Yeah. But Adam's gotten sued enough, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give him another suit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's going to get furloughed out of my check, and I need to pay the bills, y'all. So. But shout out to Lush, shout out to Adam. It was, we went to the little BMX event thing, little showing. Met all of Adam's white homies. He was hella corny up there. Was not hip hop at all. He was full BMX white boy.
He was a white boy bag.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my god, dude, did you see that shit? Holy fuck, that 360." You know what I'm saying? Like, it was definitely in his habitat, but. It was a good time, but bro, he was fanned out. Like, he fanned out over Lush and then spun the block, and I guess he didn't see Adam the first time, so he came back and started, like, he was, like, standing, like, 1 inch from Adam while he's eating a burrito, like, standing over him. Right. So he was off the perkies or something. Like, the lights wasn't on upstairs, you feel me?
I thought y'all was at MacArthur Park. I ain't going
pretty much, yeah, Hollywood Boulevard, pretty much MacArthur Park
Adam's
sometimes.
too fucking famous to be on, what's it called?
That's what he said to
Hollywood.
Yeah, he's like, we can't just be chilling out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's just asking for it. And it'd be a whole bunch of J-Cats out there.
Yeah, hella people. I mean, he was being cool too. He took pictures with everybody, but once he was eating his burrito, he's like, oh no, I'm cool. And then bro like stuck out his hand to shake his hand. I look at his hands all dirty and black and shit. It's a white boy. He's like got a dirty ass hand. I'm like, oh, you trying to shake him with a dirty hand while he eating the burrito is crazy, my boy. But
to go back to Moose fighting, what about Moose versus Nutty? How do you think
Nutty big as hell?
How you think I know, but we're trying to see something. I'm trying to see something.
Nutty gonna whoop his ass.
Nutty got me by about.
But it's boxing though. You want
40, 50 pounds. I get in there for sure. Yeah.
Hey, he said it right now.
But Nutty got me by about 40 pounds. He about 300, maybe over 300.
He about to fight.
Look at Dean the Great knocking out Crip Mac. It's not.
I don't know who he's fighting though.
I don't think it's decided.
Yeah,
yet.
that's
I
why
think
he's
it's
looking
decided
for
yet.
somebody.
It's not
He's looking
Nah,
for
I
a
think they already
Spody.
got it.
Oh, for real?
He on that
Okay.
card. They
He,
posted
but
it.
he had a
he-
blank face though next
Oh,
to
yeah,
him.
they
yeah,
haven't decided yet.
Like he up for the card, but they like
Oh.
you got to find somebody
You gotta
to
find somebody
fight
to
by
fight
then.
type
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
I'm
So-
telling you, if you hop in,
Hey,
people
man,
might change
listen,
the narrative.
my
I don't
nigga-
know.
But he
My
from
nigga
Sac
Jinx.
too, so I'm not finna fight now. He from
My nigga
Sacramento.
Jinx, man.
I can't
be
do
playing
that.
I
like
would
that.
have hopped in with Nutty.
Nutty gonna take my head off too, probably.
I know, I'm
not
trying to
gonna-
see that. I'm trying
Nutty
to
look
see
like
that.
he hit hard for sure.
I ain't gonna hold you, Jinx. I think Jinx and Nutty would be a good fight. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm putting my
That
money.
would be a good
I'm
fight.
putting my money on Jinx though.
I saw
Nutty,
some footage
Nutty.
of Jared Fields squabbling actually, a little spar
Where?
on Vel's phone. I'm like,
Oh, that's
okay,
crazy.
yeah,
Vel's
Jared
phone.
getting a
Showed
little.
that shit.
Vel
I mean,
got
it was,
exclusive.
y'all was going at it. It was good. It was a good little squabble.
Y'all
on
niggas
for
is
real.
bullshit.
I gotta pull up on
Y'all
y'all
niggas
for
is
real.
bullshit. Yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about it unless bro talked about it. But yeah, I had Spar Vel. That nigga hit hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
Vel a real
Vel
fighter
hit
for
hard,
sure. Yeah.
like, and it's crazy because like I think my stamina might be better than his, but overall, like Vel could be a decent fighter, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna become
feel
How
me?
a.
long have you been like boxing training for though?
I box trained when I was 18,
Uh-huh.
and then I stopped for like 2 years. Well, I stopped for
So you can spar. You
10
can
years.
Spar, yeah.
This-
I thought
that
you
was my
just
first.
started.
That was my first real life spar though.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
So how many months you been going in with Jinx?
3 weeks.
Yeah, it might be 2.
And
early
then
to spar.
Vel said he'd been boxing for like
8
2 months, 3 months.
Yeah,
Vel
it
been
was a little
trained.
too early.
Vel been training for like 6 months. I think he said.
Okay.
Like 6 months. But nah, like I said, bro definitely got a punch on him. Bro definitely know what he doing. Once he hone in on his skills, just like everybody else, you feel me? Like nigga, he gonna be crazy.
Nah, yeah, Adam gonna get him a good fade
Would
too.
you
He gonna
guys
get
go,
a
like,
He be
bag.
crazy.
Like 70%? Like 70%?
No, it was a
I
little
would
less.
say
It was like,
like maybe 40.
yeah, I say
Oh,
like
I mean,
45,
that's
50.
good.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
That's good for your
like
first
we
couple
was niggas was
sessions, though.
tired, you feel me? And then
Yeah.
I ain't even like I'm.
That's
like,
what Vel
alright.
said too. He was like, bro, I was whooped out when I went to spar him. He was like, so we was
Yeah.
both moving kind of
Yeah,
slow.
it was over at that point.
But I was
and-
like, okay, for
you feel
sure.
me? And
Yeah.
I never, like I said, that was my first spar, so I'm like, I don't really know my power yet. So I'm like, I'm not trying to
Yeah,
like
you're not gonna
throw
unload on the homie.
Yeah,
and shit.
like especially you feel me. So, but we spar like every other week now, so that should be tough, man. Y'all niggas get in there.
We gotta do like a little vlog or something up in there,
Bro,
like a
that's
little
what's
training
crazy.
session.
That's what's fucked up. We were supposed to be doing that this morning.
I
with
know,
Ant,
that's
bro.
right. You
That
mentioned
shit-
that last week.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro. We
Man.
supposed to be doing that shit this morning with Ant.
Speaking of sparring, Ant's 5'9", 260.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ant, big boy.
Yo, that's
Lush was trying to act like he
crazy.
fat, but
Yeah.
if you see Hefe, he all, you know what I'm saying, Geodude edition. He
Like
all
Tyson.
muscle,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Oh,
Like,
God.
oh,
Yeah.
God.
What was that
It was crazy.
fullback back in the day? Lawrence Neal for the Chargers?
Yeah,
The dude
yeah.
for the
Any of the
that's Hefe.
fullbacks. Yeah, he
That's
built like a
Hefe's
fullback
build
for sure.
sure.
He gonna get you the fourth and short for
Oh, he's
sure.
gonna get
yeah,
you
he
that
getting the
fourth.
first down.
Straight up the middle.
But see,
Goal
Ant,
line.
the
Extra-
thing with
extra
Ant, bro,
point.
the sneaky shit with Ant, bro, is that nigga, like, the way people look at him, they think, oh, Ant fat, he can't move and
Yeah.
shit. Bro is one of them bigger, agile type motherfuckers.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro could still move. Like, he don't, even though he, like, kind of short and stocky, you feel me? His arms might be short, but the nigga know how to move like a smaller dude. So,
Oh God! If you athletic, you athletic. It don't matter if you fat or
bro was
skinny
hooping.
or
I'm
what.
like, I said,
100 meter
okay,
dash
niggas
type.
go
Yeah,
hoop.
once he said he could hoop for real, I'm like, yeah,
okay.
ain't no
Yeah.
slouch. Don't let this weed fool you. He
Nah,
be lazy,
not at all.
but
Not at all, man.
if
Yeah,
bro got
Lorenzo
some juice in him, he gonna go crazy.
Yo, let's be real though, man. I know the real question is, the crazy shit is, bro went to where did bro go to? Did he go to LA County? Or did he go somewhere else?
yeah.
Well,
Well,
state.
yeah,
So
so
he,
he-
77
I'm assuming that he would have to, right?
Damn, so y'all niggas think Ant in there fighting right now?
I was.
I
Saying
feel like he might be too jointed up.
Yeah, bro. They probably
he
showing
with
him
the
so much love
He-
right
he
now.
with the
They also-
OGs.
they also-
They don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah.
fuck.
They
From
probably
what I
showing-
hear, they don't care about none
That's
of that
true.
shit.
No,
That's
I'm telling
true.
you, bro. They showing him so much love,
Yeah.
bro. You're not just about to get action at Hefe, bro. Come
Nah,
on,
you don't think so?
you might have to run a couple fades, but then you might
It's not gonna
end up at
happen,
Hefe, and then
Yeah,
be able to catch
yeah.
that.
And it's
fade,
over
but-
for you.
That's
You end up at
crazy.
Hefe. It's
Final
over
boss
for
unlocked.
you, dog.
I ain't gonna
The
hold
final
you.
ball, yeah, it's like Mortal Kombat when you got to fight all the
Shouts.
stages and work up the
What's the dude
tower.
with the forearms name? Goro?
Yeah, Goro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Ant's Goro.
Nah, bro. I know Ant is hot though. He's always talking about trying to stay out of that bathroom. You feel me?
He literally was just
He was
talking. We was
just
asking him
saying
about
that,
that. He was
bro.
like, just go in your bathroom and spend a whole day, and you're gonna see how ass that shit is. And now they trying to put my boy back in the bathroom. Is crazy.
Yeah. Hey, random shout out though to the chat. One of the chat members did hop into my DMs and exposed himself, saying we could go bitch for bitch. You feel me? He thinks he could take one of mine. I take one of his. Shout out Scott.
Yo,
shout out Scott.
shout
An
out to
actual
Scott.
fucking dude with some nuts and some courage, bro.
So what? You
I
send
fuck
your
with you.
bitch IG to him, and then he send his to yours, and
Hey,
then
you
y'all hop
never
in the
know
DM?
about one of
You
mine.
got started
I
a verse.
keep 'em
You
in
had
the
a
cutty.
verses.
I keep them in the cutty, but I just told the chat, you know what I'm saying? Reveal yourselves. Y'all always shooting on us and stuff. Reveal yourselves. I'm gonna find
Oh
yours.
God,
They
I
never
was
will.
just thinking
They
about
never
all
will.
these motherfuckers always talking about my fits.
Yeah, what I
Show
got
me your
on.
fit.
Yeah.
I want a bunch of dudes fits in my DMs
Please.
tonight.
Pause.
Please.
Hey,
no, I do.
yo.
No.
And I'm gonna
No,
rate them on
pause.
stream.
Yeah,
and
man.
see
You
what y'all work.
You want a
with.
lot of fit dudes in your DMs? Is that
Oh,
what you
God.
said? I'm
That's what
dyslexic. I don't know.
I
I
need
might
y'all
have
to
it wrong.
take a video and do a 360 in the video, and then send it to me,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
no,
review your
pause.
fits.
Listen, bro.
Lay them out on the bed. Lay them out on the bed.
That side of the room right here, don't
Put it on
associate
that.
me with that side of the room.
Hey, no,
But
It's
what
a
I
Moose
am-
and Kyle
you
joint
mean-
stream.
Right,
We're-
yeah.
We're reacting
Wait,
together.
Wait, hold on.
It's him right here. Nah, but look, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This is one of the craziest things I be saying about this shit. Is like, bro, even right now, right? If niggas scroll up, it's so many niggas talking about my fit. And I'm like, bro, y'all are niggas. You feel me? Like, why is niggas so obsessed with another nigga's fit? That shit to me is crazy, bro. And all the time we had a fit debate up here, I always tell niggas, a lot of niggas get dressed for other men.
That's
You
true.
feel me? Like,
yeah.
I don't get dressed for men, bro. So, like, there's not a nigga in this motherfucking chat who could say something about my fit that's gonna make me be like, damn, I gotta really rethink what's going on. Bro, you're a man, gang.
Yeah,
I
tap
hope
in if
you
you a
don't
bad
like my
bitch,
fit.
and then I'll listen.
You feel me? Like, I hope you don't like my fit, bro. I don't want you to like we ain't that.
Like, damn, Jared looking good as fuck
yeah,
today in
like,
that fit.
what's the alternative?
got that shit on.
Oh, that's crazy.
What's the
That would be
alternative,
fire.
bro? Like,
That would
what's
be
the
fire.
alternative?
Thought about it.
Oh, I love his fit.
All the gay homies in the chat.
The
Shout
fuck,
out to y'all.
nigga, like,
bro.
do your thing. You feel me? That shit is gay, bro. Like, I mean,
you're
like,
right, you're
so
right.
I
Yeah,
like
Ricky
that
could
shit
show
ain't-
thighs, bro. We could
Yeah.
do whatever we want up here. You know what I'm
Doing
saying?
whatever
Right
we
next to
want,
Jared.
dog. You
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
me?
Right next to Pooh.
Got the
Niggas ain't
thighs
touching
out.
legs, bro.
No, we not.
Y'all got
Niggas-
We have a
touch
very
knees.
amenable amount of space.
Niggas ain't
between us.
touching legs.
The
though.
knees is
If
getting
niggas was
closer and
touching knees,
closer.
it would be violent. It would be violent if niggas was touching knees.
Yo,
but
this
nah,
couch
man.
is small though. I don't know why.
I've been
this-
avoiding it.
Yeah, they gotta
So
extend
small.
it out. Just
We
get
need
two
to
of these.
extend though.
Yeah, two
Yeah,
of these
facts.
joints for
I ain't-
sure.
Facts.
Or
But
when
y'all-
Lush comes in here and jumps in the middle right here, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
Y'all
We
see
need
it
bigger
today,
couches.
man. Gunners Premier League Championship. Premier League champions. If you know, you know.
Are you one of the black dudes that calls it football?
Yeah, depending on who I'm talking to.
Because I feel
Depending
like
on
the
who I'm talking
soccer
to.
black guy is an archetype. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a
Yeah,
different group
it's
of
a
I'm
lot
a
of
black
soccer black guy.
international
I
people.
Are
say,
you a soccer black
I say
guy too?
soccer. Football is football to me.
No, but it's a lot
Football.
of international people.
Football.
It just depends on who I'm talking. If I'm talking to someone that I'm like, they get it on an international.
But not even the word. I just mean like a black guy being into soccer. Like I feel like that
Oh,
gets you
that's
into
different.
like you're interested in like European things sometimes and like shit that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You watch Top Boy on
Exactly.
Netflix and shit
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That. Facts,
You're
facts.
a little more like.
But that's interesting though because I feel like it comes from but this is real though. I feel like it
Speaking
comes
his
from
language.
like there's like the Americanized ones and then there's like the immigrant ones. You feel
Exactly,
me?
yeah.
So I feel like
So
I
you're
come from
or
the immigrant
immigrant.
side
Yeah,
where
you're
it's like
immigrant.
more so has always been a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? But it has made me go into their culture more. Like see what's happening in London and shit.
Yeah,
and
or my
listen to
black
different-
homies who got like hella Mexican homies. They be into soccer. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah, type shit,
You know,
yeah.
you get kind of tied in somehow, but.
I don't pick with Liga and Mekis though, because the homies be ready to die about that shit. So I just
I
stay
seen
out
y'all
of it.
funking on the soccer field. Like they really be beefing,
Oh,
like
I
trying to
had
catch
no
fades.
idea the homie was shouting out racial slurs.
Oh, was
bro.
he?
Which one?
Until
Say it right now.
somebody
Which
hit
one?
me
Say it.
And
like-
Ricky was defending him. He like, nah, break it up. Y'all
Yo.
tripping. Like, just play soccer. What was
Yo, 'cause
what
no,
kind of
the
racial
ref-
slurs?
He said the racial slur for the Salvadorians, but to be fair,
Okay.
they said some shit first.
Oh,
They
You gotta-
said some
you
shit.
gotta
first,
fight
and
racism with
I
racism.
I didn't know completely, but I heard some shit and I went to their captain and I was like, look, bro, it's not you, it's not us, it's the referee. And if you don't calm your guys down, there's gonna be a problem with my guys. And we shouldn't let it get that far. You feel me? So just talk to them. It's not personal.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to my guys. We came to an understanding. And then they got a goal and they turned around and said something because we filmed the games and shit. And they said, like, make sure you have that on camera.
I
you
seen
bitch
that
ass,
clip.
Like, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So
Fire.
then when
Fire
we
ass way to
scored-
score a goal.
When we scored, because like we already said, we are like, hey, they're gonna cry when we beat them. Like, just know they're gonna cry. They're gonna try to fight when we beat them. So the homie just went crazy when we tied the game, and we knew it was.
Did y'all
curtains
finish
after
the
that.
game?
We won. Yeah, we won the
Okay.
game. Yeah.
And there was no more fades or nothing?
Yeah, because sometimes apparently I don't know about all of this, but the Central Americans be hating on the Mexicans.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to say too much.
It's more of a Central American league, but it is a Mexican league, so there's that dynamic.
But it's vice versa. Mexicans be hating on the Central Americans sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely
I don't know.
Always with Latinos, there's always going to be like hierarchies and fools not fuck like. You know, when we talk to certain Puerto Ricans, sometimes they'll look down on Mexicans, and there's all kinds of shit out there. You know.
Yeah, my homies are Mexican, so I don't know. I only hear from their side, and they're always like, "No, bro, we accept them," but then they always fucking try to like get us.
Yeah, that's always the narrative from the. But it's the same with the Asians. You know what I'm saying? You call a Japanese person Chinese, they're gonna want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? They don't play about that shit for sure.
That might be one of the worst ones. Discrimination within the races. The Asians.
The Asians, the Asians go hard. Don't call a Chinese person Hmong. They might shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
I never even heard that one.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Hmongs out there. You feel me?
Oh, like Mongolian?
The Hmong people. They like
Josh
nomadic people. I don't know where they from. Shout out to the Hmongs, but they're usually like, like Cambodians, people from Laos, like, lower income, in the hood with the Mexicans and the black people.
Like colorism with them though.
With the Asians?
Yeah, it's like the darker
to a certain
ones,
way.
Yeah.
The whiter you are, the more prestigious.
Because the whiter they are, it's more likely they have like Japanese in them and shit.
Yeah.
Like they were conquered and they got to kind of like have a higher hierarchy or whatever, I guess, in their society.
With their little caste system type shit they got going on.
For sure. But should we get into some more of these topics? We got Hefe. We got Hefe out the way, man.
And soon me and Ricky will be doing a versus each other with our music that we used to make. So if you want to come through.
You make music?
I do. Some alternative shit. I got some house shit.
I need the Ricky with the blonde in his hair with the nose ring and shit.
I do.
We're doing a versus. We're gonna do a versus live, bro.
My music is exactly what
we're gonna do a versus.
You feel me?
He's Ross. I'm French. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
people
I'm
in my
not fake
chat
shooting niggas in my music and shit like that.
I am. I'm cap rapping. I'm cap rapping like shit.
What's his name? Slim Jesus. You know some Slim Jesus shit. Yeah.
What do we got in the title?
Hold on, before we
keep going.
People in my chat were asking me last night, "What's up with the Run Club?" I don't know who came in my chat yet last night.
Yeah, me and Ricky's supposed to do a Run Club. We just got to organize it and pick a day.
Let's do the basketball game first, though. We should do that. That sounds like it'll be fire.
Because I'm supposed to link up with Doughboy to do the me and him 1v1 and hoops. And then we could run it right after or something like that.
Is Doughboy ever gonna accept a challenge he can win?
I don't know. He said he could.
I was trying to figure out a way.
He said he could beat me in hoops, so we're gonna see. We're gonna do a whole like 1v1 series, me and Doughboy. We're gonna do basketball. We're gonna do some video game. We're gonna do a bunch of like probably a little pass rush. I think that would be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I'd be an O lineman, he'd be a D lineman, then we swap.
You be the D lineman.
I mean, either way, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooking that fat boy. He got to lose a couple more pounds.
We got to stop bullying Doughboy, bro.
I'm hitting him with the swim move. I'm hitting him with the arm chops. I'm hitting him with all that.
Fat niggas calling fat niggas fat, bro.
But, bro, 300? Hey, I'm 255 right now, baby.
This is what he doesn't understand, though. He doesn't understand the group chat dynamic of Doughboy getting at everybody for shit that's just so easily countered.
Doughboy was saying I ain't fresh. I'm like,
Levi sneakers was crazy. That was the craziest shit of all time.
Shout out to him.
That was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
He's got no strategy when he comes after people, bro. Like even this morning, there was a little exchange, and I was like, it's so crazy that you would just walk yourself into that.
He did hit you with the off-brand Wale. That was a good one. That was funny. And then he said Adam built like toothpaste. That was kind of funny too. He was low-key cooking today. I think Doughboy, outside of the manic episodes, he's a better comedian for sure.
It was the best resistance he's ever put up. I'll give him that.
For sure.
The best resistance.
Maybe we're finding. Maybe he turned a new leaf for real from the DP. Hopefully. Yeah, the DP comes out today, right? 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out, man. Go watch that.
All right,
Musa Dropout Norte. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Love y'all.
To hit this topic right quick, Arkansas court is looking to use gang-related tattoos and lyrics against EBK Jaaybo in federal trial. And what is his gang exactly?
EBK, man. EBK. They created that shit. Yeah.
Are they tied to any like?
Yeah, they tied to certain blood set because Jaaybo's dad used to rap and he a blood too, his pop. Gotcha. So you know what I'm saying. But EBK is like they knew shit for sure, and they're using the song. I believe it's "Fully Buyer" by Jaaybo. He talking about we got switches, we got chops. You know what I'm saying? He's saying and they're like, hey, see, he uses fully automatic guns. Like he's talking about it in this song. So, and then he got caught with the switch. So that's what they trying to book him for.
Jaaybo talk crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I mean, if that's the case, Moose is going down next because he got all these lyrics with all the
Yeah,
crazy
but I
shit
got to
that-
have the switch on me and get caught with it, and then they're going to bring him in, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully he got a good lawyer, but we'll
They're
see.
gonna play that whack video in court. They're gonna be like, free this.
Yeah, they're going to say, look, he has 911
that
on
kid
speed
go
dial.
home.
Let him out.
Let him go home.
He's a good kid
He's
at
one of,
31.
he's one of us. Let him go home, guys.
Does anybody have any details as to why he fled to Arkansas? He's got folks out there.
No, wasn't he?
What's his link to Arkansas exactly?
I
Just
forget the
screenshot
reason
that
that he
shit.
was actually in Arkansas, but I thought it was like a show or something that he was traveling to somewhere else. No, he was.
He fled to Arkansas,
Yeah.
so I'm actually very curious about that.
He was arrested during a traffic stop. By
Yeah,
Arkansas
yeah.
State Police. So he's
Free
probably
that
just
man,
chilling.
but I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Jaybo be getting in a lot of trouble, and it's only bust so many times they gonna keep letting you go, bro. So free that man for shit sure, praying for him, but nigga, you gotta stay out the shit, bro.
The good part is that his homie Max was about to take a plea deal, which would have been bad for Jaaybo. And Max supposedly backed out that shit after him and Jaaybo talked, and he might be the one taking the charges type shit because baby Max's lawyer was like, I can't even get in contact with Max no more. Like, he just on the Jaaybo side now.
Oh
so
yeah,
it may be
how
like
it's
he
supposed
might
to be.
take that shit, and then like what do y'all think about that whole thing where like the star, one of the homies got to take the charge for the star, and then the star will take care of you in prison and all that. Like,
that's how it's supposed to be. Other
Yeah,
than life,
Well, what about Shine and Diddy? That didn't exactly
yeah,
go the way
usually
that
sometimes
they
like
wanted
it expires, and then you sitting in there, and bro stops hitting you and shit. Like,
I think it's I think that's how it's supposed to be. I think the only time you gotta start to I think the only time you gotta consider it is life, because your homie should understand, like, especially with niggas who got kids and shit. If your homie did some shit that ain't involve you and he wants you to take life for that shit, that ain't really your homie.
yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
they was for sure together for this drill.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that for a
I
homie.
feel like in
I
the
don't know.
context of, okay, they're on tour, they get stopped by state police in a rental car, and they have modified weapons.
And one of them, it was the same gun used to shoot, what's his name? Dream Life Rizzy from San Francisco. He got shot in the legs.
Oh my
And it's the
God.
same gun that was used to shoot him in the legs,
If
they
you see the
alleged.
video, the nigga Jaybo, bro, he's literally saying, "Bro, you got me?"
Yeah, and he's
got
talking to
me?
Max. He's talking to
He
Max.
like, "Yo, you got me, right?
Yeah.
I love you, brother."
What does a switch get you in the feds though? Because Zay Osama came home quick from having a switch. That was crazy.
But
He got
Arkansas
caught in New
switch
York,
might be
though.
different, yeah.
But it's
I don't-
federal though, right? So a modified gun, period, is gonna just have
Period.
one charge, right?
I'm
Like,
not sure.
gonna say
I'm
all
not
that.
sure about
But
that.
just put it
Cause
like
the
this,
intent
bro.
and stuff.
Having a switch anywhere, they gonna fry your ass.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
They
yeah.
gonna fry your
Especially
ass.
nowadays, because that's all they're looking for
like,
is the switches.
No
and
gun
the
is coming with a switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a modification in most states.
I think it's
going
illegal
on
in all
limb and
50
say
states.
all
Yeah.
states,
It's
bro.
illegal in
It's
every
illegal.
state,
You
yeah.
feel me? Like, yeah, nah, that shit is crazy. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't know. It might be cooked for Brody.
It carries up to 10 years in federal prison. I feel like this is a charge you could take for the star, but like,
Nah.
ooh, reaching up to 30 years in prison? God damn.
And that's like that's just one part of it. You know what I'm saying? They got a
God
whole
damn.
But it
list of
depends
charges
if bro
for
don't
their ass.
if bro don't got no priors, which
He
shit,
absolutely
Max
probably
finna hit
does.
the county
yeah.
jail. I promise that I got you.
Yeah,
You feel me? That's
yeah.
a
Max
bar,
has
so
got a couple
yeah,
charges, if I had
you
to
feel me?
guess,
Like,
man. Mad
it's
Max.
fucked up. But bro, at the end of the day, this what comes with it, bro. Like, this is what comes with being around the star. You know this type of shit, bro. So people put themselves in this position, and when shit is all good, niggas is, you know what I mean? It's EBK everything. You feel me? So nigga, when shit go bad, you still gotta be EBK everything. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, this the money right here, bro. And then as long as bro keep his word, which who's to say if he will or not? You feel me? That's on him. But like, shit, you gotta do what you signed up for.
That
bro.
is true. Yeah.
So somehow Zay Osama only did 14 months and was ordered to pay $10,000 fine for his federal switch case in New York.
Damn.
Now Arkansas, I'm pretty sure the leniency on guns is probably a lot less.
I think it's just the connection to shootings with that said
No,
switch is
no,
what
facts for sure.
they're going super hard on for sure.
But maybe it's not like the worst case scenario, but they got somebody getting hit with it.
Yeah, for
Ooh.
sure. Yeah.
And are they gonna put somebody that already has like priors that might have some other shit that's pending too,
They're gonna
as
try
opposed
to
to somebody with a
max
clean
them out,
slate
yeah.
that it might go a little different.
I feel like the whole taking it for the artist thing, like, that shit's got to come with some parameters. Like, if I'm in the bus, bro, and I'm telling you, like, nah, we don't need these guns right now. We need to get rid of this shit. Like, bro, I never understand this shit with niggas in the streets, bro. How you got a gun you still shot somebody with? The price that I hear guns are on the streets, bro, like, I wouldn't want to ever get rid of my gun
Yeah,
because
that
I paid
didn't make
$700 for it. But if y'all getting guns for $200, how is this bitch not like melted
Even if he
down
paid
or some shit?
$1,700 for it, you're EBK Jaaybo. They gave you like, I think the label signed up for $2 million. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
why do you have a dirty gun on you? Like, that's fucking
and that
insane.
shoot, it was probably a month between the incidents. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
At least. You feel
across state lines, like you cannot tell me that you thugging so fucking hard. Like that should be a parameter in being a thug. It's like you got to be re-ing up your gun every once in a while.
The switch should be like left at home for very specific
Leave the
occasions.
switch at home.
Keep
please.
the standard joint on you in the car. You know what I'm saying? That's wild though.
Niggas
but
love they
we don't know that
blicks,
life. What you say?
Niggas, no, you good, bro. Niggas love they blicks. That's what it is. Like, nigga,
You might be like, this my lucky blick. I got hella hats with this
when
bitch.
A nigga
for sure.
like, bro, a lot of niggas customize they G's, you feel me? Like red handles and motherfucking camo and scopes and fucking switches and shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker put a 30 on that or a drum in some cases. Like, niggas ain't gonna want to get rid of that shit.
But like Ricky said, it's like if you got bodies on that bitch, you should probably toss that bitch in the river somewhere.
I'm not excusing it. I'm just telling you maybe this how niggas is thinking.
Sure.
You feel me? Because if a nigga's willing to, just a nigga spending money, like think about it, bro. You in the streets, right? Like, you would think a nigga's not gonna take the time to spend money on customizing his gun. Because you in the streets, I'm just using this shit.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to like be fancy.
Use
and shit,
it and
you
go.
Feel me? So the fact that niggas is even taking the time to go and customize they shits the way they customizing these motherfuckers, bro, these motherfuckers is in love with these shit. So yeah, the simple brain would say, yo, after I do some shit with this, chuck it to the side. But nigga, these niggas is like, shit.
Oh
man,
God, on
I'ma
GTA, I go to that gun store
and then do it again and get away.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
My question is, do y'all think that somebody could make the music that Jaaybo makes and not be living it pretty much and still be that popular? That like it all kind of is one package where it's like we applaud him for being super gangsta and rapping about sliding, and it seems authentic because we see that he's actually sliding. But then that's what ends up being his demise as well. Like, but then if he wasn't doing that, we'd be like, oh, he fake gangsta talking about he popping it like that. Like, what do y'all think? Could somebody balance that without ending up ruining their life for the image?
Who's the best to ever do it? Who's
what I was
the
gonna say,
biggest studio gangster?
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
I heard 50 was outside getting busy.
But he switched it up early, though. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say
Definitely.
modern
Like
day,
active
though.
while he's still
heard
hot.
50
Yeah.
wasn't-
Studio
from what I heard,
gangsta
50
though, it's
wasn't
like I
getting
don't
that-
know.
Like,
Like
actually like it or not like that?
Not like that.
Not
but,
like
but
that.
has some crazy
50
like
Cent, bro.
modern. I'm
Oh,
talking
modern,
about
oh, today?
Chief Keef onward. Chief Keef onward.
Like I even wanted to say, like, you know, Herbo had a
Tekashi.
mean image switch
think you
up.
could.
But
No, Tekashi was really pulling up though in a lot of them situations.
they
He
was shooting at
involved-
Chief
He
Keef's
was
partners
involving
and shit.
himself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I heard
Like,
Tekashi just had a mouth on him, bro. He wasn't really
Hey,
getting
yo.
busy.
He was
They had two shooters.
Tekashi got a mouth
Who's the
on him. It's
shooter?
crazy.
Pause. It's
He
true though.
wasn't getting
Who are the
busy.
shooters in that
He
case?
wasn't getting
Billy and
busy.
who?
Billy Otto
Billy
and the other dude, fuck, what was his name?
Because Billy
Creepy.
got
Coda or whatever.
because
Crippy or,
Billy got lucky, right,
or
with his
Kuda.
charge.
Kuda B or something like
It's
that.
either
was it?
Crippy or
It's
Kuda,
only
I
like
can't
two
remember.
shooters, bro, in that case. It's only like two shooters.
But it was behind the direction of 6ix9ine. Like, we finna pull up. I need you to shoot, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but
He was calling
you-
the shots.
you
So
know-
I'm not saying he gangsta, but it's like
Yeah.
he
was
was doing more
involved.
crimes.
If that's the
He
case,
was
you could say
involved.
Drake.
Them
I'm
motherfuckers
just
that-
saying.
Nah, but
If
you're
you're just
still
calling the
talking
shots.
Studio gangster niggas
He's still
who's really
studio
just
gangster,
not
though.
involved. I'm not going to even argue that because shit, you got a point.
Because
with
even
that.
Ja Rule, they
You
was
feel me? I'm not gonna
outside
really
stabbing
argue that.
shit. And,
But,
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
I was gonna say her, but I heard a lot of shit about him though.
No,
that's
Ja
not
Rule
true.
was actually outside for sure. With Murder Inc. and them, they was stabbing fools up and shooting fools and shit. It was just 50 ended his career, but he wasn't like actually a wankster.
See,
I
but
heard
it
they
was the same
outside
shit for Ja
sure.
Rule though. Honestly, it wasn't really like Ja was out there doing that shit. It was Preem and them niggas.
True.
You feel me?
But
Like,
when you run with motherfuckers that do shit to
yeah,
people,
nah,
they
you
give
get
you
lumped
credit
into
for it.
it.
Yeah,
you
for
get
sure.
lumped into it. But the individual themselves, and that's what I'm saying. Even for Tekashi, I'm not gonna argue against you that he's still a studio gangster. But he was actually involving himself in the shit in the same way that Ja Rule was.
He wasn't just
essentially
rapping and being like,
involved
"Oh,
in
we
the
shot at
shit,
Chief
you feel
Keef
me?
and didn't
Yeah.
do it." They was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
shooting at fools.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think you gotta live it, bro. I can't really think of too many examples of like just straight studio.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
feel
it
me?
seems like
Like-
you almost have to ruin your life if you want to be the best drill rapper.
low
Look at
key.
K-Flock. Look at all these fools that have went down for bodies and shit
Yeah.
because they're living what they rapping, and that's why we
YNs,
respect them.
yeah.
But then that's why your whole life, your whole lineage isn't being changed as
You know
well.
what's crazy?
You
You
know what I'm
actually made a good point. It really actually shifted from the Chief Keef era. I think from the Chief Keef era and on is where we stopped seeing studio gangsters and we started
Yeah.
seeing more and more niggas who was
Authenticity, yeah.
actually doing the shit.
Chicago
that they was rapping
definitely-
about.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's so hard to even find somebody modern day because from that point, which was what 2011, 12, right? that shit shifted and went crazy. Because even like the K Flock situation, like these motherfuckers was doing that shit for real. The D thing situation, they were doing that shit.
They on
for
live
real.
doing the shit.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, the K Flock's lives, he was
Yeah.
shooting people on live before he ever got caught up, for
All
sure.
the
I think that's the
Florida
crazy
dudes
part.
got crazy ass fucking.
Yeah.
like,
But Pooh's
Everything
right.
was
That
behind
definitely
them and stuff.
the emergence of the internet, along with the drill, Chicago drill coming in, is like, oh, we see these dudes. They talking, Reese and them talking about the bodies they got. Like, we want to see y'all all live it out too, for sure.
And you know what? This is a really good like talking point that we're on to highlight. Like, it is not the internet, bro, that is keeping this shit up. This is real fucking life. Like, a lot of these dudes and the shit that they've been in and they're rapping about, they've already lived it. They've already gone through it in their like very young teenage years. As someone coming from LA where it's like we really saw bodies dropping, I never thought that there was like the idea of like a studio gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit is for real because I could go outside and see it. I could hear it, you know, at a certain time of night. You feel me? So it just,
It makes it worse though.
I ain't gonna hold
It
you.
exacerbates
I'm
it for
not gonna
sure.
hold you.
It makes
even
it worse.
Like, even like a Dave East, I guess that's the only person I could really think of. Dave East was getting into his little trouble or whatnot, but a lot of the shit Dave East rapped about was really coming from his homie who passed away. Rest in peace. You feel me? So
Yeah, that's
like,
what I heard, because he was like homies with KD. He was a hooper ass fool. Like, he wasn't
and not to
super-
say he wasn't getting into whatever the fuck he might have been getting into, but for real, like when he was really talking that crazy shit, it was always about the nigga shooter.
And no
You feel me?
disrespect to
So-
New York, but I feel like New York dudes get a little bit of a pass when it comes to like really being outside spanking shit with like weps and shit like that. You feel me? Because it's just a different ball game. Like I feel
think-
like some of the toughest New York dudes, when you hear their stories, it's a lot of jail time stuff. It's a lot of like getting up on people in person, like
think
smacking
the-
them and shit.
I think
And
the
it's,
old
like,
ones, but
very
the
limited bodies.
the K Flock era and them, they was known
they
for
was tripping.
spanking
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
well,
for
all the
sure.
shit that's going
Nori,
on in the Bronx
Nori
right
has a
now,
crazy look.
Nori
and
was
all in
shooting
that
for
area,
real,
the niggas
yeah.
was tripping. They
He's a little
stabbing
older
shit.
though, right? Davies like 35.
Dave East, like
I
35.
think the
Yeah,
narrative,
yeah,
just
yeah.
because that we say, oh, New York don't got no gun, bro, they're killing people with guns out there
hold
all
on.
the
So
fucking
look, this is
time
what I was
for
about to say.
show.
I was
Especially
about
in the
to
90s, yeah.
rebuttal to what Ricky was saying is, I think the reason why people have that idea is because y'all music is so integrated in gangbanging, which is so closely to real life shit, actual incidents that's going on in the streets, that it's easy to be like, damn, this shit is really going on, as to where like the gangbanging shit ain't really that much incorporated into the music. Yeah, people say they shit here and there on the East Coast, but that ain't like the theme that people's chasing. You feel me? So it's quick to try to say, okay, we don't have to associate. It's easier to say we don't associate this with the streets. Oh, they might, like you said, they might have just been doing jail time and shit like this, but nah. Niggas is getting shot, niggas is getting stabbed,
Absolutely.
but niggas is just not really associating it with the music as much as y'all is, because y'all talking about gangbanging shit that's actually going on, and then niggas is rapping about that shit.
Yeah, my point is like not to call New York soft or anything like that. Like I know people are definitely getting busy out there. It just happens in a different way. So it's like, you feel me, like highlighted differently. So I'm saying like,
Or not
as far as
highlighted at
people
all.
being
Yeah, the
like,
narratives are just
it's
different.
just different.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just different.
But
like,
shit,
it's a
shoot me
different type
before you
of
buck 50
combat.
me. You know what I'm saying? I
Nigga.
see them buck 50 and people
Nigga.
out there, shoot me.
Nigga, like,
I'm cool off that.
nigga,
You ain't
I'm
finna
telling
joker
you.
me.
I'm telling you, even
I'm
think
cool.
about,
You would
bro,
rather get shot than a buck 50,
Oh,
bro?
God, I would.
Bro, what?
Absolutely.
Get
Bro,
your
you
face
could
sliced
die.
open?
You could die.
You
from
can
getting
die-
shot
you could
so
die
quick.
from the buck if they cut wrong.
You get your neck or
If they get your
something.
neck, but like your face, bro, you gonna survive.
I get shot in the leg. It's like, unless they hit the
Mutilated.
artery, you know what I'm
You know, a lot
saying?
of arteries, other
Yeah,
places you get
I'll go to
chopped
the
up
go to the
before.
hospital. But
Getting
shit,
shot, bro, seems like
they got what's his
fucking
name?
horrible.
Almighty J. You know what I'm saying? Didn't they get Almighty J? I remember that somebody ran down, hit him with the buck 50. He had the slices in his face.
healed
I'm
from
like,
his
that
shit
shit
pretty
was
good.
You
crazy.
don't want to get hit with
Which
that
scar
race.
do you
Nano.
want more?
Huh?
Which scar do you want more?
I mean, you'll be more badass with the buck 50 joint. You know what I'm saying? Come through
If
looking
my
like
shit was
Joker on the
classy,
ass.
If
It's
my shit
over
was
for
classy,
you.
probably the buck.
It's not gonna be classy. You don't get to
Everybody
choose.
wanted
It's
the
just gonna be
last
fucked up
fucking
looking.
scar on their face as a
Nah,
kid.
I'm good.
Everybody
Fuck
wanted
no,
that
I
shit.
ain't never want no
What
goddamn
Trippy
scar on my
got
face.
got
I'll take
one
the
fucking
bullet wounds.
tatted. You feel me?
Getting a
Like-
scar tatted is
Oh,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Yeah, but free Jaaybo, man. That's NorCal's, #1 star. We need him back, man, so we could keep running it up.
Facts.
Shout out to Jaaybo.
Free that man.
Should we get into some Drizzy Drake?
You
What's up,
already
audio
know what
messing
it is, man. Drake is to become the first artist in history to simultaneously debut 3 albums in the top 3 on the Billboard 200.
So these are updated numbers.
Yeah, this was supposed to be one.
Can somebody do the quick maths
Fuck,
on
I
those all
lost it,
together?
huh?
475 plus
what is it?
120 plus 120.
9710.
715. I'm still in the game. I'm still in the
Golly,
fucking
I said
game.
max 500. I didn't know he's dropping 3 fucking albums. I thought it was just Iceman.
I was
so.
like, how many days do I have?
I'll try to come pack.
I have until Friday.
3 more days or 2 more days.
We're gonna say
Yeah.
until
One more day,
Friday,
tomorrow
right?
night.
So tomorrow night. We gotta do Friday.
Yeah, so Friday morning.
Friday morning. Till Friday morning. If
I think it'll hit 500 on Iceman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if it gets to 735, I beat Lush. Lush can't claim the Saw 7 if it's
Is
735.
it fair for us to count all 3 as one?
I think so.
I guess so because it's all Drake streams that are new.
A lot of people don't even know that the other albums even exist. I was talking to my friend today. He had no idea.
It's hard to
Everybody
even
said
find. It's hard
people
to
are
find that shit
saying
on
that
Apple
Maid
Music.
of Honor is probably the best one.
I was gonna say that's my unpopular
like
opinion.
Maid
I
of
like Maid of
Honor.
Honor the best personally.
I go Ice.
The R&B one.
I go
Yeah,
Iceman, Maid of Honor,
Habibti,
Habibti.
whatever the fuck
Yeah,
that shit
Habibti.
I thought Maid of Honor had the most standout tracks to me. Like as far as Drake doing something new, but a lot of people might not fuck with Drake doing some new shit like that. Yeah, like a reggae joint, the Princess joint.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of
Yeah.
different shit.
No, yeah, he was
Iceman-
definitely
I-
experimenting.
I appreciate that more.
I think you gotta count all 3 in this instance because all the business behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing this as kind of like a FU to his label versus if he just dropped one track list, right, with songs from all of these. Like this, if the Central C song was on Iceman, it would
Yeah.
probably already be in the
Yeah, that shit had like 50 million plays
Yeah.
or something crazy. It was like fucking going crazy.
That's
I
also
see.
pre Not Like Us though, right? So it's kind of a different energy. So I'm just saying.
No.
He got a new joint.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new one on
Central-
Iceman. My bad. I
Central
take that back.
C one.
I thought you were talking
Which
about the
one?
other. I thought you were talking about on the radar
and
freestyle. My
What
bad.
else? What else would have been on
That shit was ass.
from Habibti? What else could have been on Iceman that would have probably already put the numbers like where they needed to be? So I think it's fair.
But even taking that away, if we took away 2 and 3 album, he still outsold Kendrick, GNX. You know what I'm saying, with the 475, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, facts.
And that was kind of what I was bidding on. I said it was going to be like 450 to 500, but shit, if I would have known it was 3 albums, I definitely would have shot way higher.
Psh, bro, WNBA is hard.
That was hard.
WNBA.
On
That's the standout.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
I've been banging
And
Make
classic-
Them Pay off Iceman for sure. I've been analyzing all the lyrics on
Based
there.
off of Drake's last couple albums, though, do y'all feel as if he has any significant songs like he did in the past? Like, I feel like every past Drake album had that one, like, that was undeniable. Everybody was playing it. Shit was on the radio for years. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he has that in any 3 of these right here?
Yeah, I think there's going to be
don't
a
think so.
few. I think there's going to be a few.
Janice Shut the
I don't
Fuck
think
Up,
so,
I think
bro.
is one of the top ones to
Yeah.
me.
What'd you say?
Janice STFU. That one stands out. I think What Did I Miss is still one of the best records on the album to me personally, even though we heard it a million times.
Yeah, I
Did
just
that
keep
What Did-
skipping it because I heard it so
didn't that
many
shit come
times
out
already.
before the album,
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
Yeah, it's part of it.
What
but
did
yeah.
I miss?
It's still to me.
But you
like,
can say lead single. So it's a normal
okay.
release pattern.
Little
Imagine if you
Birdie.
put-
I think Little Birdie, the Broward, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Little
facts.
Kodak Flow song. That shit's going to do well. I feel that. I like the vibe. He got the drowned out vocals, like the SoundCloud vocals and
Shebang.
shit.
Shebang
as
is a
well. Like,
standout.
bro, it's a lot. It's
I
a
don't
lot
love
of
it.
We just got to
songs.
see.
Think
By the
it's that
summer, we'll know.
classic, though?
You
Yeah.
know how Drake is too, where he drops the album, everybody says it's mid, and then a month later, everybody's like, okay, these
Yeah,
are the
you gotta
hits from
listen
it.
to
You know
it,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
The song
Yeah, you
Blue
gotta
said
listen
that
to
he's
it. I
been
respect
slapping
that.
for sure is the one that everybody's like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Everyone's
and
showing love
The
to
Janice shit?
No, the Make Them Pay.
Make them pay.
I just want to be free. You know, I just
That's when he
wanna
dissing,
be-
though, right? And that Make Them
Yeah,
Pay shit?
he disses. That's the Khaled diss is in there. The Ross diss.
Yeah,
I
that
was
makes
helping.
sense.
I
That
was
makes
aiding
sense.
Ross with streams before Aiden Ross was streaming. Like he was gassing
know
on
this
that bitch.
It's weird to listen here because it's so biased. They're still playing like Squabble Up on the radio. I turn on the radio, they're playing Squabble Up on one station on 92, and then like They Not Like Us on 106. I'm like, okay, this is
He's
kind
not
of like
going to get radio
not
love,
here.
I think, on this one. It'll be like smaller markets that really care
it's a good
about
metric,
music
though.
and stuff. Bro, if you turn on New York radio, they're playing like Beyonce's fucking house album still. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
but
a
I
lot-
think they'll play it.
New York is
Nah,
kind of,
no,
but
they
New York,
not.
New York be playing that new
They
shit.
are.
They're
Bro,
probably
the
playing like
last
Ice
time I
Spice
was-
and
The
shit.
last time I was home, bro, I was in Jersey. Obviously, I wasn't in the city,
Uh-huh.
but obviously it's the same radio and shit. Niggas is playing that Cash Cobain shit. Like they playing the new Young Boys who out now. They not like playing
They're pretty
that
ahead.
goddamn old Beyonce.
They be
nigga.
But
playing the
even
songs
like
that
the sexy songs for you, they had a couple joints that was hitting the radio that they still playing and shit. The
Okay.
We in Miami turning up another notch.
yeah.
The Spider-Man, Superman
Club
shit
shit.
was going viral. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Definitely, there's some songs off there that I still hear in rotation
New
on
York
the radio.
play that club shit, bro.
For sure. Where does this rank in Drake's best albums to y'all?
Like absolutely.
Is it top 5?
No.
There are fans that are saying this is like number 2, number
I
like
say
the best
number
one.
3. I say this is number 3.
Crazy,
I think the
bro.
way that we
I
gotta
don't
judge
think
it
it could
is
be.
like its importance to the industry. You know, like I've sat here on Monday and I said I don't like that people are trying to squeeze it in the top 5 already, and we
Yeah,
rattled
that's
off
crazy.
a list of albums. But when I sit back and I'm listening to Academic Stream and he's talking about how this is impacting the business of the music industry and his new negotiations and dropping these 3 albums to like get out of his deal, like this is gonna go down in hip hop history whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So I think purely based off of that, minus the contents of the album, which are great, it's gonna be really high up in his like top albums. It
This
just
shit,
has to
bro,
be.
it's not better than Take Care.
No.
It's not better than the
Nothing
shit
was
with
the
Future.
same. Oh,
Even
the,
that,
yeah,
I wasn't even.
That's
gonna,
my second,
I wasn't
yeah.
even going to throw that on the
You gotta
list.
go Take Care, Nothing Was the Same.
It's not better than those 2, and then even all right, even if we go Nothing Was the Same, that's 3 right there. The shit with
What's the
Future.
one with
I say
Future?
it's third after Nothing Was the
What's
Same.
it called if it's too?
The Jumpman, they had the Jumpman shit on there, all that. The Diamonds.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I think we might be talking about 2 different ones.
No, it was a joint album with Future, right?
Yeah,
it
it's
had
a
all like
joint
the
album. I
diamonds
always
on it and
forget the name
shit.
of it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Like even right there, bro. Like that's not top.
Which
10,
one is
you
it
know what I mean?
being though? So we're gonna say
What a
"Sexy
Time
Songs
to
for
Be
You."
Alive.
Would it be top 10? You saying?
What I'm saying, what albums is it being? We should maybe start from the bottom then, if that's the case. "Sexy Songs for You," is it better than "For All the Dogs"? In your opinion?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it better than "Honestly Nevermind"?
Easily.
Right. So
Okay,
how many
yeah.
albums does
I
Drake
think
have? Like 7?
I'd
I'll give you
argue,
that.
and me and Lush said you have to put Honestly Nevermind in his top 5.
No, you guys are glazing honestly. Never
no, that
mind.
shit's-
Have to
So
put-
crazy.
Bro, that
That
album
shit-
is
What's the
so
standout
fucking-
song from-
First off,
Sticky.
so many people.
You know how sticky it gets.
So many people underrate the one with the pregnant chicks on the cover.
No,
so,
CLB.
Certified Lover Boy, yeah.
So many
That's a
people
great album
underrate
too.
that.
That's a
an
great.
amazing album.
What's the shit with the Chinese chick on the cover?
That's 21. Him and 21 shit for
Her Loss.
Do we
Her
count
Loss.
joint
Loss,
albums?
yeah.
That one was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, we can
That's
count
why
them.
I
like
wouldn't
that one.
count the Future one. It is a classic tape, but I wouldn't count that one.
'Cause it's
Her
joint.
Loss.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't put that in his top.
But if
five.
that's your
What about
favorite-
if you reading this is too late?
That's in my
That's-
top
that's
5
cool.
for
That's what I'm
sure.
saying.
That's
That-
in my
I'll put
top
that
5.
top 3 way
Even
before this
So
shit.
Far Gone, you know what I'm saying? So
Now, I
Far
was gonna
Gone
say,
is
people
in the
sleep
top
on
5 for sure.
early
You feel
shit
me?
too,
Like
bro. Like,
so.
okay, wait, let's be real.
That's why I said Take
Views.
Care.
You gotta go Views. You gotta go Nothing Was the
Views is
Same. You
definitely
gotta
there.
do Take Care.
Yes.
I say Honestly Nevermind sits at 4, but y'all can
That's
rebuttal
crazy.
that.
I put Scorpion up there. I fuck with Scorpion.
That's
heavy.
another thing. Scorpion, like I think people trying to
Even
squeeze
Dark
this into
Lane
his-
demo tapes is
people-
fire,
yeah,
man.
people
Come
trying to
on.
squeeze this into his top
Scary
5
hours.
too early, and the only reason I can justify people saying that is because this is going to be a part of hip hop history.
Yeah, but even taking that away, I think like how Pooh's looking at it, it's like, bro, which ones is the best music? You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna care about the UMG battle in 5 years. We're gonna look back at the songs and be like, is this shit hot still? You
That's
feel
it,
me?
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
is it best I ever had? Is it, you know what I'm saying? All
Is
this
it them
other
classics
shit.
that niggas
Yeah.
is still like, damn, this shit knock. Like even motherfucking bro, like the shit with him and Jay-Z, Love All, I think it's called. Like,
That song aged really
bro,
well.
that shit is crazy.
It
like,
is. really
Even when
well.
that sun goes down, you gonna make the bitch light up. That shit with him and Jay, that shit's crazy as fuck.
like,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
like I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He got way more better albums than this shit. I'm not going. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. The album really ain't for me. Like,
What is it that's not for you?
I
though?
love
Break
this
it down,
shit.
because
I've been banging it ever
I
since
don't
it
really
dropped.
like-
I'm not
bro,
gonna lie.
I just feel as if like it's not giving me that authentic Drake that I was expecting him to come out on after the battle. I feel like he's in his bag where he just making music, not necessarily trying to cater to the people who's expecting him to come back on some super aggressive old school Drake type shit. Which respectfully, like nigga, you Drake, you supposed to act like you not. You know what I mean, your armor is unchained. You feel me? So you supposed to keep pushing like that. But I don't know. Like I said, I just listened to this shit and I'm like, all right, the R&B album is hard. You feel me? Like it's a few joints on there that I'm like, all right, this shit is actually tough. But to me, outside of that, like this shit like is nothing really that I'm like, damn, I'm banging this in the whip. Like,
do you think you're caught up in the moment though? Because like as far as what happened, what preceded this album? Because I feel like when you listen to Iceman, bro, he gives you all the eras of Drake. Like this is an album for a Drake fan. I don't think
That's
that this
fair.
is
For sure, absolutely.
I don't
You
think
hear
yeah.
2012 Drake, you hear 2014, 2015 Drake, you know what I'm saying? He's using all the flows. But I also hear a lot of, people that have poos, where it's like there's so much built up on this and it's a little underwhelming to
It's
them. Like
just-
they thought it was
yeah,
going to be the
it just
quintessential
didn't-
Drake
yes,
album,
bro.
which
like
to
where
me,
it was like
yeah.
no skips. Like You feel me?
Like Take Care is no skips. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is no skips. I think this is no skips. I would say it's no skips.
Yeah, what are you skipping on this album?
I would say there's no skips.
Let me look at Iceman, because I've skipped a couple songs. I'll be honest. Most of it,
and I knew for sure. I was like, this is the one. And I'm like, people are not. Doughboy immediately hit the chat and was like, I could do without this. And I was like, people are not gonna feel me saying this. Then Timbaland comes out on Sunday and is like, this is a classic.
No, it's amazing.
Like sonically, everything he's doing here, like this is fucking crazy.
That's the one.
The pitch shift.
That's the only thing I could. That's the only song I could remember and sing it like after.
Exactly, stuck in your head type shit.
And I only say this because like I've had a few homies that are like Drake haters or whatever that have.
Nah, I ain't no Drake hater though. I ain't no Drake hater though. I know you're not a Drake hater.
And the only homie that really has something that I felt like he was commenting on the music was I feel like he's experiencing Drake fatigue. Like when I was like, you go through all the eras on this track, I feel like people are like, what is he doing that I haven't already heard him do? And I was like, okay, that's fair.
You think Dust ain't a skip?
I was looking at Dust. Dust isn't my favorite, but
everybody's gonna have a favorite song. I'm not saying like obviously
second to last song.
There's gonna be a group of people who
I
love
like
this
the way
shit.
that Dust
But
switches
if we're comparing this to something like a Take Care, let's put it in perspective.
I mean, yeah,
right?
It's King's disease.
Through and through, like Take Care?
No.
Not even close.
But it's like a couple tiers down, but it's not all the way at the bottom.
Definitely a different time. I can't expect the nigga to play basketball like at 40 like he was at 20.
I think the biggest.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Yeah. And that's what I said. I respect the route he took with the shit. But for me, it's just like, all right.
I think it's just harder to like fucking
switch up on Dust is too nasty.
You just a Drake glazer.
Oh no, the
this
switch up
yo,
is
Drake,
too
get this
crazy.
nigga a job.
I was like, maybe it is.
Give him a job.
I was like, maybe it is a skip, but the switch up is nasty.
Do y'all think that like I be thinking about this a lot with music and just like entertainment media as a whole is just like we've been on the internet for 10 plus years now, our generation and shit. Like, do you feel like we're just super hard to be impressed? Like we've heard so much music, we've seen so many things like just fed to us 24/7.
They call it King's disease. He's competing against his older self, so it's kind of like we're holding him to this high standard based off of what he already did.
And
so
there's like nostalgia tied to those old ones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but to speak to that though, I put the same criticism on both ways to the people that are like I'm underwhelmed and the people that are overwhelmed. I'm like, bro, how do you guys have all of these feelings and opinions on this album and it just came out? I came here and I said this is a good to great album. We're not gonna know how we really feel about this album until September. We need to make it through the summer. You feel me? We need to have moments, live life with this album, and then we're gonna know how we actually feel about it.
You're right in a way, and I think because there's so much music compared to like when Drake first came out, there's way more music, but everybody knows the first time they heard Best I Ever Had, and it said, this is that shit.
That's my point,
like,
bro.
immediately, it's a physical reaction to it. It's
when
just,
niggas heard,
you don't have to question it. You didn't,
this headlines.
Yeah,
niggas heard headlines, they was like, oh, okay.
I mean, fucking most of Take Care when we heard that shit, I was like, oh, that's that shit.
Oh, shit.
But also, we were like younger. We had heard less music. We hadn't heard that style of music yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't heard a motherfucker singing and rapping on the same song.
Bro, I feel the same way about Nothing Was the Same. When you was hearing that shit, the Jhené Aiko shit, you was like, oh, this is that. Like,
okay, then answer this for me. What was the last Drake song that you heard that gave you a feeling like that?
Or just album, if you could remember. Or what era?
Album?
Song.
I'm going to say the album, the last Drake album that I got that feeling was it's two. And I don't know which one I would put first, but it's the one with all the little pregnant emojis.
Yeah, CLB.
What song off
what was
of
it? Yeah, what was the stand-up song?
Love All.
Love All?
Yeah,
that's a good song.
Yeah, Love All. That's one of my shits right there. And then what's that shit called? The one with
my favorite track is In Too Deep off of this.
The one with the Chinese chick.
That
was another one that made me
Her Loss.
Like, okay, yeah.
No, so it's only been a couple years that he ain't gave you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hard.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. But I ain't mad at it. You feel me? It just ain't for me. I just personally don't like it. You feel me? I can't sit here and say it's bad. Look at his numbers, but shit, it's just
I like the album.
7 a.m. on Bridal Path, Race My Mind.
Race My Mind is an amazing song.
Yeah.
Race My Mind is a great song for sure.
That's on the
that's what I'm saying.
Race My Mind is probably my favorite song up there.
What song was it that did that for you? Hours in Silence was it for me?
I gotta see the
Hours in Silence. I was like, yeah, this boy in his bag right now.
Let me see.
This generation.
Yeah, like I love this album, but like I was listening to it, like I know like fucking Fantano's gonna hate this album. I know like these fucking little like
he liked it, though,
nerdy fools.
Dude,
I thought he gave Iceman a bad one. He gave the other ones high ass ratings.
That Privileged Rappers,
great song,
and Jumbotron.
Great fucking song.
Privileged rappers and Jumbotron.
Haven't said a bad word.
Privileged rappers and Jumbotron.
Haven't said a bad word yet about the GOAT. But those guys, though, the Fantanos, the Glasses Malones, they have pigeonholed their commentary into just straight, like, hack.
Yeah.
Like, you're just a hack at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing that you're saying about the music or about the culture that's even, like, an iota of credible. You just don't like this person, what they stand for, the success that they've achieved. You are the quintessential hater, and you have a voice in media, and you cannot now, like Joe positioned himself perfectly with Drake. You know what I'm saying? He had his back and forth with him. He kind of intertwined himself in his timeline to where he could be the villain, he could be the hero. You know what I'm saying? But your Charlemagne's and all these other guys, they've just pigeonholed themselves into this side of media where they can never admit when something is good.
I think Charlemagne's been warming up, but those other fools for sure.
Yeah, so it's like we just never want to hear from them. Like,
it's the LeBron conversation, bro.
Yeah.
It's the LeBron conversation.
It's like this is Skip Bayless and them, you know what I'm saying?
It's the LeBron conversation. People are going to forever have their criticisms about LeBron, no matter how much. What's the young boy and dude Nick something who be on there breaking everything down? He like a LeBron super glazer. I can't remember his name. He is
Nick Wright.
I don't know.
I think it's Nick Wright.
The young boy with the beard or whatever, young white dude.
Oh
but
no,
anyway,
that's somebody else.
And he be doing the commentary on Braun all the time, glazing the fuck out of Braun, bro.
Young white dude, glazing
young white dude. He probably like 30s type shit. I don't know his fucking. I don't know his name, bro. But either way, regardless, he broke down the other day. I saw a clip on TikTok of him breaking down. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna speed line this, and I'm gonna tell you every stat that's better for LeBron than Michael Jordan." He said, and at the end of this conversation, people still gonna tell me that Michael Jordan is better.
Yeah,
you feel me? And that's why I'm like, I get that. You feel me? But I'm not coming from a place of hate when I come from my critiques with Drake, because like I said, I got recent albums that I fuck with from bro. You feel me? But this, to me, just doesn't do it for me.
I only asked that question because in your initial assessment, I didn't really hear you say anything about music. I felt like you were commenting on, like, culture.
Nah, it ain't nothing to do with culture at all.
Because he was saying, like, nothing caught my ear right off the rip.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying I wanted to hear old Drake. You feel me? It never nothing about the culture shit. But what I was expecting to hear from, that's what I think it is. I think it is Nick Wright. Isn't Nick Wright?
I think it's Nick Wright.
He's kind of Middle Eastern looking, isn't he?
Sharp,
yeah, he might be like a little. It might be Nick Wright. Let me see if the chat.
But talk about LeBron.
The culture for sure, like, decided a long time ago, like, Drake's like the corny kind of pop rapper. So like anybody who's like super, I'm journalistic music critique is always gonna give Drake like the hardest time because he's like the radio poster boy rapper dude. You know what I'm saying? So they always gonna have to take that like we're real rap, and then the Kendrick shit just made that even worse to where it's like this is the real rap. See, this is why Drake ain't really the culture, and they attach themselves to that narrative so hard to where this shit comes out, and even if they think it's hot, they got to be like, well, it's still not the culture. You know, he's still the white boy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they still got to come with that narrative.
And it makes me feel like when I reflect on the battle, I really wish Kendrick didn't take such a hard moral stance, because I feel like his flexibility's gone in his like retort. You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody been saying, and I feel the same way. Like he emptied the clip, but it's also this is Kendrick we're dealing with. It's like this is a mad scientist of a rapper. It's like no matter how much I love Drake, I know that Kendrick is looming in the darkness in his laboratory, cooking some shit up that will surprise everyone and will be a new angle, even though we think he has none.
Do you think this is gonna be a forever conversation?
It seems like it, because it's like Drake fired this beef right back up. There's 10 songs where he talking greasy on every single one.
But they might link back up like Jay-Z and Nas, though. They might when they get like in there.
But that was like
40s,
fucking
50s.
what? Yeah, 10, 15 years
I was
after
happy
they
to see
beef.
Future on the album, because I ain't gonna hold you. They make some of the best music. I wish Ross would get back in with them, because they also make some.
I think that will get squashed before the Kendrick shit ever does. Yeah.
I also love Future being one of the most underrated black capitalists to ever exist. Like he's just all about the dough.
But even on,
nothing he won't
even
do
on
for
Family
a
Matters, though,
bag.
like I think it was Family Matters when he was like, fuck all these other dudes, but me and Pluto, like, we ain't even got a real issue. So he was always putting out there like, yeah, you with the ops right now, but just know me and you gonna be cool no matter what. Fool. Like, and that's smart, because if you need to run to Atlanta, you want to have Future being the one dude that's waiting for you. You know what I'm saying?
Josh, what you saying? Kendrick and Drake squash it one day? We have a great.
Eventually, yeah.
You think
That
so?
PDF jacket is hard though.
Yeah, the PDF shit is crazy.
It's hard to,
How
hard
do
to
you
get
come
around.
back from that? And someone saying I should raise your kid versus you because you're a bad form of masculinity.
I hate that fucking
and
comparison.
saying that your
Go ahead,
man
Jeff, my bad.
slept with your wife, bro. Like
It's kind of T-Rell and Adam.
I hate that comparison.
Yeah.
Adam is Drake and T-Rell is Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
can we
Like,
really
come
go
back
over-
for that for a lot of niggas.
Yeah,
Some
Adam said
niggas
it's
try to
deeper than
kill you
rap.
about some
Yeah,
shit like
Wait,
that.
but I hate that comparison that people think calling somebody a PDF is the same thing as saying that somebody else's kid might be yours. I can't stand by that shit. I don't think
Wait,
it's
which
even on.
one's
What you mean?
yeah, the PDF is worse.
But a lot of people would be like, "Well, he said the kid wasn't his," so it's like it's not even in the same ballpark of like this is like. But people really equate that.
I
stuff.
think that is subjective, bro, because although I do kind of agree with you as far as like, yeah, calling somebody a PDF could absolutely destroy their whole being. You know what I mean? From here and that point moving forward. But there's a lot of people who's willing to destroy their being behind their kids. So it's like it's still as destructive depending on who you're dealing with. And that's why I say it's subjective. Like you may not feel like that, you feel me? But there's niggas like you saw the shit in Louisiana. Dude killed all 8 of the kids.
Yeah,
like
that
2
was
of the cousins.
insane.
I know, but it
something
doesn't
like that. And then
have
the
like
other
that
kids.
public
Some
stain.
people are that passionate about it. So it's like you saying some shit. It could be just as detrimental as somebody saying, you know, the PDF shit. So
I guess I'm just talking about the public perception aspect of it. It's like, yeah, people might. You could just be like, yeah, it's my kid. We could take a DNA test, but the PDF shit is like that's crazy. But
They're just gonna say all is fair in love and war type shit. Like you want to beef, then we gonna go to the edge of the earth. You know,
it's just kind of freaky because who really did start it though? Who really started the whole beef? Is it
Drake
Kendrick or is it
and
Drake?
I've
I
heard-
believe it was Kendrick personally.
I believe it was Kendrick, but when I went over to like Apollo, you know what I'm saying, there's a bunch of TDE guys, they were making the case that it was super, it's like been a Cold War
the whole time.
where it's like, yeah, like Drake was feeling funny over the control verse and like
course.
he could have took it as competition, but he took it personally and he started developing feelings against Kendrick and then started pulling strings behind the scenes. This is what they were saying pretty much. But I felt like it's been shots from Kendrick on some Cold War shit too before even the control verse.
Now, did they
and all
say
that.
that exactly, or was Keem talking in a very like auspicious way?
No, because
about all
MacWop
these
was
things to make
chiming
you
in
feel
too,
like-
and he was making it pretty clear,
and
like,
he was
man,
blatantly saying it. He
like
wasn't-
Drake was on some bullshit. He was on some in his feeling shit. Yeah, they pretty much did
insider
that.
info.
So then why
Those are
was
2 sources that are extremely biased.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, because I was pushing back like, well, Drake put him on the fucking Club Paradise tour. He put him on Take Care on the interlude shit. Like, the fact that Kendrick was even sending shots at him is kind of weird after he showed you so much love.
That's what I'm saying. And even if coming from MacWop, why would Q be so gung-ho about supporting Drake publicly if it was real smoke behind the scenes and business was getting fucked with and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I
think
don't see that in Q's character to be trying to align himself with someone that's doing his homie dirty on some real like get money shit.
But I think Q was also on some I'm just staying out of this type shit too. Kind of like y'all got the beef, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of like look at how many songs Schoolboy Q and Kendrick have made in the past 10 years. I think it's 0. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like the tie is too deep between them to just be like, nah,
But
I'm
I think
staying out of it.
we thought the Black Hippie ties were way tougher than they were, I think, is what it came out to be. I think it was like the Black Hippie group was not this conglomerate how it was portrayed. I don't think so.
The way that Schoolboy speaks about Kendrick,
For
bro,
sure, yeah, they have the utmost
that's
respect, but
family.
I don't think they were like fucking like, you know, like ASAP was rocking. The Black Hippie was not rocking outside like that. I don't think.
No, they were, bro.
I don't think so.
They were.
It doesn't seem like it. Not from any of the relationships that any of them have current day. None of them seem to be around each other ever.
And niggas are 40.
Yeah, I would say grown man shit. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You
like,
never link up with your old
I'm
homies that were your best friends?
No, I'm just curious about that coming from MacWop, honestly. And I'm saying.
I'm
like,
not saying he's saying any of that. This
I'm
is my opinion
genuinely
now.
saying
This is
that.
my opinion now, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm genuinely saying that from, you know, and like respect to Schoolboy for, you know, shouting out Drake because I felt like he was just on some music shit. Like authentically about the art.
Schoolboy Q seems like if people aren't dying, I don't give a fuck about it. This ain't no
Yeah.
real shit. That's how I feel like Q's looking at it. Like, y'all ain't even beefing for real. Why am I going to jump sides
Type
and
shit.
shit?
I
Like,
can see that.
this is
I can
y'all
see
doing
that.
rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Schoolboy Q
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a rap beef type of dude.
I could see that. I could see that. All right, so Lil Papa, hardcore shift here. Lil Papa's official cause of death was released. Coroner said he died from self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head while in a passenger seat. Wow, I really got to get my internet speak up because this is definitely blurred out for a reason.
Yeah,
y'all
the
wanna hit
TikTok speak has been getting
smaller-
out of control.
I know,
I
I
feel
gotta
like,
get-
do you think that's desensitizing people to like talking about these subjects when they're like, oh, he unalived himself and she got graped and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, they're watching child porn and shit. Like, I feel like all that shit is kind of dumbing down like these serious ass
Well, it's still
words
to
and shit.
not get flagged. on the
Exactly,
platforms,
but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
the effect it's having, like the side effects of it is kind of crazy. I feel like
Yeah, I think we're just
it's like
pigeonholed.
meme-fighting, like, you know, people killing themselves and shit. Like, it's kind of crazy.
I think we're just pigeonholed. But yeah, this is crazy, man. This is a really sad story that this young man, took his life in this way.
Yeah, because it came out a while ago that this was like when he died, and it was kind of unsure, and then this was coming out as like some rumors. They say Lil Papa, a popular rapper based out of Jacksonville, Florida, died in February, and now his official cause of death has been released according to documents from the Fulton County coroner. The rapper, real name Janarius Michael Wheeler, died from a single self-inflicted gunshot wound to the left side of his head. He was in the passenger seat. A toxicology report is pending. A Hapville chief of police, Bruce Headley, previously said Lil Papa was in a single car accident on Interstate 85 south of Hapville, Georgia, shortly after his manager came to meet him, and that is when he shot himself. Yeah, so he must have been going through some crazy shit, you know, some bad thoughts and shit. Have any of y'all ever dealt with thoughts of
yes,
cutting off the lights?
absolutely.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Well,
I tried to swallow a whole bunch of pills one time, and I got like halfway through, and I like Googled like, "Can I die from this shit?" And they were like, "Yes," and I was like, "Ah, fuck," and I stopped. But it was just like over some like anxiety shit. Like I was like arguing with my dad and shit. It was
like as a kid, teenager type shit?
nah. I was a grown ass man. This
Oh,
was
okay.
like 7 years ago, and yeah. But after that point, because I was at a point where I was like, for like probably like 6-7 years, I would tell myself every day, I want to die, I want to kill myself. And one day I just got to that point, but after that point, I never went back to those thoughts again. It was just kind of, I just started thinking about like what this actually meant and like what it's gonna mean, and just I was able to stop myself. But a lot of people aren't able to do that, and that's crazy to actually take that step. So anybody that says that people that kill themselves are cowards, that's the worst take of all time. It takes a lot of strength to actually do that shit. Like it's not an easy thing. Like there's lots of moments to stop you. People that jump off a bridge, people that shoot themselves, like. Nah, bro. Like I was trying to take the easy way out, take some pills and pass out and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's pussy to me. But like, so if you really do that shit and you really go through it and you really mean that shit, like, I'm not saying you're not selfish, but it's not as easy as people think, and it's not the easiest route. But
So just like the attempt is kind of was the wake up call that you needed, or did other stuff happen that were kind of like gave you better
it
perspective?
was in the moment. It sounds so fucking modern, but I literally Googled it and it was like, this is what could happen. And you could, if you don't stop now, it basically what fucked me up is like, if you stop now, you're still gonna have irreversible damage to your stomach and stuff. And I just feel like I still do have some issues. I try to like swallow like a whole bunch of like Advil or something, some dumb shit like that. And yeah, just in the moment, I was able to stop myself, luckily. But
You didn't go to the hospital and
mm-mm.
get the. So you just had to deal with the pain and stuff like that.
You
and
just
then
made yourself
get
throw
over
up
it.
or something?
Yeah. And the sick part about it is I reached out to people and I told people and nobody cared. And I was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's when I never wanted to
like
kill
you were
myself
telling
again.
people, hey, I'm gonna do this, and they're like, man,
Or
whatever.
I told them I tried to.
Oh, it
and
was
they
even
and they
after
didn't
you
care. And I
said-
was like, I'm never gonna try to kill myself again.
Bro, I'm
People don't
glad
give a
that
fuck.
you
I feel like that would
this.
make me want to be more suicide.
Nah,
Like,
nah, I was
damn,
just
y'all
like-
don't even care that
was
I
like,
just tried?
Nah, I was like, nah, this is corny. Like,
But it kind of teaches you to like live for yourself. I'm glad he said that because I had this conversation with a homie where I lost a homie and he had lost a homie in very short time, and we were talking about this event that we had to go to. You know, we was gonna be like having fun and shit, and we are like, man, isn't this so fucked up? Like we just like lost two important people to us, and we're talking about like basically like having the time of our lives in like a month's time or something. And we was just like, I think he said, he was like, it's the cold reality of like nobody gives a fuck. Like once you're gone, people have to live their lives. Like the people that are gonna be most sick about it is your parents and stuff like that. Of course, they brought you into this world. But aside from that, like people are gonna forget you like almost instantaneously. You know, so it's like you gotta live for you. Like you can't be worried about like what motherfuckers is saying about you on the internet and whatever little breakup you went through or whatever. You just like life's gotta go on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, cause once you're gone, bro, you're gone. Like nothing is going to change. Everything is gonna go on exactly how it went on when you were here, which is like. It's eerie to think about. That shit fucks me up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't even like to let my mind go to places.
We'd
like
keep
that.
your name alive, Ricky. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
keep
Just
my
know
name
that.
alive. What do they
Okay.
say? He said, hopefully this doesn't happen, but if I ever go and your bitch is going through your phone. Oh, Ricky out here fuck with that bitch. I swear to God, dead homies.
Yo, after Whitney
This
Houston
is
died,
AI.
after Whitney Houston died, they partied the same night. That's wild. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, she was dead upstairs, and they still
Blow
had
me
those.
up.
We'll do you
Right.
like bro from DC, Gunu. We'll get you like mummified, and we'll take you to the club.
Stand me up in the
Yeah.
office. No, sit me right here for
Nigga,
my
Moose-
last
Moose
pod.
gonna get cornrows.
Oh, I'll get cornrows for you for sure.
The front taper and
God,
everything.
yeah. I'll go out, wear your jersey
You
hella
gotta get,
tight on me at the soccer
cornrows,
field,
soccer
just
jersey.
crying on one knee, with this jersey just ripping on the side and shit.
Yo, God forbid. Let me throw a couple
Yeah,
crosses
for sure.
on there. I don't want to get in an accident. while
Yeah,
I'm
no
leaving
bad
here.
juju, bro.
Nah,
hold
the
you.
coldest like soccer burial I saw though, they brought the homie's casket out to the field.
I've seen
and
that.
they smacked the ball off of him one last time.
Yeah,
so
the
they could get a goal.
corner, they like kicked the ball off the corner of the casket and it
Yo.
rolled into the goal. I was
Yo,
like, hey,
bro,
I need
that shit
homies like
made me
this.
emotional. I was like, I know the homie's going
Emotional's
through it right now. I
hilarious.
know the homie's going through it.
You ever see the people?
You, bro, I'm kind of like on the other side. Whereas, like, man, like I feel as if I feel for people like you, bro, because you don't never understand what the fuck is going on in people's head, and I feel like if somebody feel as if they get to that point, it really gotta be some fucked up shit. So, like you said, I don't agree with the whole like selfish coward shit. But I am on the other side to where I'm just like, bro, I think people gotta, before people make certain decisions, realize how blessed you is for life.
Facts.
You feel me? And this shit is short enough as it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not to take away from people pain and what people going through and shit like that, because I know that shit is real. But I think people got to start to appreciate life a little bit more, bro. And even with these young boys out here, you see wilding out. I think a lot of these motherfuckers don't appreciate life. The way people be moving, motherfuckers don't appreciate or respect life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I think like it's a blessing, bro, that you came to, and after you kind of had that realization, like, you know what, fuck this shit.
Yeah, nobody
I
cares
need to-
anyways.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to do what I got to do. I got to live life, you feel me? So that's definitely a blessing, bro. Stay strong for sure. But I think people definitely need to start understanding that, man. Life is short, bro. You need to respect it, bro, and you blessed to be here for shit.
Nah, I'm saying I moved to LA right after that, like within like maybe 6 months, and then I've been grinding, and then I'm here, so it is what it is.
That's what's up, my dog.
Yeah, I seen somebody say like when something bad happens to you, to like in the moment try to think of like 3 things you grateful for. Like let's say you get a flat tire, you like, well, I'm grateful I got a fucking car that I could drive and get to my spot. You know what I'm saying? I got to take the fucking bus. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for this and that, you know what I'm saying? So I seen, there's all kinds of tricks just because like, your world is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is going to go to wherever you direct it to. If you allow your mind to wander to these dark places, and that's where you kind of chill at most of the time, you're going to be a dark person. So it's like your reality is framed a lot by like how you think and your thought processes. You know what I'm saying? You could be focusing on things like that. You know what I'm saying? There's brighter spots in the world than
Never
just
gonna see
being
another
depressed.
PT
You feel
walk
me?
if you take yourself.
You
out.
won't see a bitch in lingerie if you kill yourself, my boy. So it's like we gotta live to see another
No,
day.
I'm not
man.
gonna lie though. This is a good plan to put your girl on. Put your girl on the gratitude plan. When y'all every morning tell her to tell you 3 things that she's grateful for.
Shit,
instead
I
of just
tried
fucking on
Yeah, I
God.
don't think that's going
I'm
well.
trying-
After day 3, it kind of gets a little.
I tried that shit.
I'm telling
Me
you,
and
that
Shorty
shit,
arguing right now.
That shit
She
works,
gonna be like,
though.
I wish I had a man that ain't follow bitches on IG. I'm like,
That's gonna get real
that's
Teddy on the wrong day. Yeah.
Tell her I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you.
I am not pulling that shit, man. I got enough problems as it is.
I'm gonna try when I get home. I'm gonna try.
Nah, but that's real though. I didn't want to kind of bring the gravity of like how he committed this final act, but like you are not pussy if you do some shit like that.
The gun
Let me
is
tell
crazy.
Yeah.
You. Like, bro,
Because that shit don't work half the time, and then you got half your head blown off at the hospital, and they bring you back to life and shit, bro.
Yeah.
There's hella people with their jaw blown off and all kinds of shit because they ain't aim that bitch right, man. Do not kill yourself with a gun, and do not kill yourself in general, man. It's all gonna see all right.
commit
Never
suicide.
commit suicide.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. If you can't even kill yourself, like you might,
God, you gonna feel
might as
like
well
a
kill
real
yourself.
loser. Yeah,
might
like
as well
damn,
let
I
it
couldn't
go.
even kill myself
Nah,
right.
That's a crazy
No
combo
cap.
right there.
another failed experience.
That's a crazy combo.
Okay,
This is
wait,
not
hold
funny.
on.
This
We
is not
gotta
funny.
chill,
This
dude.
is
Wait,
not
hold on.
funny at all, bro.
That's
Hold
a
on.
dark conversation.
I can make this joke.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle, man.
That is crazy.
Shit, what we got, man?
Well, I was most excited for this topic. I'm not gonna lie. When Josh sent me the list, so Michael Blackton shows off his residual checks.
Y'all want to hit that Jalise joint?
No, I don't.
I think that's a hot one.
He gets.
I think that's a hot one.
All right,
bro.
if you guys want, you guys can run that out. I want to know how
Where
much
you going, bro? You about to walk out?
No, I'm gonna go take a piss. But I do want to know how much.
Ricky's scared of Jalise.
I'm not scared of Jalise at all, bro.
You scared of Jalise?
Oh shit!
Bro, first off, what does this have to do with being scared of Jalise? This topic is so fucking dark.
You gotta talk about it though. What you mean? This what you do.
I really don't.
That's what you do. What you mean? You gotta talk about it.
I really don't have shit to say about Jaleesa's new. You feel me?
All right, man. Listen.
Narrative.
Can I take a piss, guys?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Like,
Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh fuck.
Do your thing, bro.
Yeah, do your thing.
Drop
man.
your shit.
So
Nervous.
we gonna talk about the Jalise while he's gone then?
Are we gonna skip? We skipping it?
Yeah, nah. Look.
We're gonna come back when Rick come back.
So what we got? Former No Jumper host Jalise Pino accuses Skinny from the 9 of SA.
Hey, this is New Jersey, right?
Skinny from the 9.
He's from Jersey.
That boy from somewhere weird.
He's from Jersey, bro.
That boy ain't from near.
He's from Jersey. He is. I swear to God.
Your head is crazy.
He's from Jersey, bro. You gotta defend your man.
Nah, that ain't my man. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Be on weird type
It's a
timing.
big
So
state.
I ain't gonna never defend that type of shit.
I know. It's really not.
It's a big
It's one of the smallest ones.
You all definitely ran into each other in the club, bro, in
I'm
Jersey.
from Jersey City. I don't know where dude from.
Where you from, Skinny?
I don't know where dude from.
Wait, what is a 9? The 9
I
what?
think-
What is it?
I don't know. That's what I
Never
said.
heard
I
of
don't
that?
know where dude from.
Yeah, you know where the 9 is in Jersey?
Not at all. Never heard of it. Never heard of
Turn
it
the 6
at all.
upside down. It's a 9 now.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you though. This is kind of crazy. I've been seeing this build up. It's kind of hard with this situation because obviously I don't know Skinny, but I do kind of know Jalise. In my brief interactions with Jalise, she is known to be very motherfucking volatile. So it's like part of me is hard because I've seen things on and off camera that people ain't see that makes me feel as if like how credible can Jalise be? But obviously any young woman who's claiming SA, obviously we want to make sure that we protect them and obviously first kind of get to the bottom of that. I'm seeing whacking them, putting out videos on it, but it's hard to kind of tell what's going on, who's who. She was saying she got a tattoo in the video. You don't really see a tattoo on the girl who's with Skinny in the video. So I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. What's your ideas?
I think it's pretty obvious what. Okay, I can't say that. I think for me, from my opinion, I think it's obvious what happened. I think it's the same story that a lot of people is not a big deal until you make it a big deal. I think there was some intoxication, and I think there's shit that happens. I blacked out before. I watched my stream back. I said shit that I don't even remember saying. It wasn't even that bad. We don't know. But technically on paper, if you engage in sexual acts with somebody that's under the influence, that's considered
Even if
non-consensual.
they both under the influence though?
If she comes out, because you could fuck with her and she's just cool with whatever happened. She was down to fuck. So yeah, I blacked out, but we was cool. But she wake up and she like, I was drunk. I don't know who is you. You know what I'm saying, or any of that. It's all bad.
This is like what college is. College, literally everybody in college is having drunk sex. So technically, so it's
and look at all the frat
tricky.
bros that are
So
getting accused of R-wording
what I
girls.
was
You know what I'm
thinking
saying?
of, like when two individuals have drunk sex, essentially
you cannot consent.
the
while you're drunk.
man is wrong because she didn't consent.
Yeah, which is fucked up, but it's like it's always gonna fall on the man, even if y'all both equally blacked out, or even if the man's more blacked out and the girl blacked out, it's always gonna fall the responsibility on
crazy.
the man for sure.
It's like
That's
that in
crazy.
California, right? Only though.
I don't
like,
know
that's
because
how it
this
is
is in
here.
Nevada. You know what I'm saying? This happened in Nevada.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of that before, so I don't even know.
Yeah, you
but
can't
that's
consent
wild.
when you're impaired.
But shit,
Yeah.
man.
So
you
yeah, the
need to-
situation they were saying was like, yeah, they was all partying. They went out with like it was Skinny, it was Yella, it was him or her. You know what I'm saying? And I think a few other people. They were all supposed to go out party with some white people. They were saying, you know what I'm saying? So they at some point Skinny like, I'm actually trying to go kick it with Jalise at the crib. You know what I'm saying? And he slides Yella $100 and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yella then parts ways and goes and parties with the white people. Skinny and Jalise split off and go back to Skinny's crib.
Just the crazy.
So now they're saying, what do y'all think about that $100 swap? Because they're like, was Yella pimping her out? Was Yella, trying to get her off?
That's
Or was
Uber
that
money.
just homie shit?
Uber
Have
money.
y'all ever
Uber
heard
money.
of that before? Is that something that's like a move? Is that like the meta? Like you pay your friend $100 to like skedaddle? I'm imagining this is
Nah,
something.
because
you would
think
they're very
I would
close
say
too.
that-
Skinny and
Yeah.
Yella are good friends too.
they're
Great
close.
friends.
I not anything like this, but if I've been driving somewhere and I bring the homies, and then you're looking to go part off, you can't really leave them stranded.
Yeah.
You got them out there. So it is kind of your responsibility to make sure that they're cool. I've given the homies some money to
some Uber money.
get an Uber money, you know.
Okay.
That's how I saw it too. That's how I saw it too.
I'm not comparing that to.
But it can be something else.
It could be salacious.
Off the top of my head, it's just like, okay, we all agreed, like all us four agree that we gonna go out to the club and we gonna do it up, you know what I'm saying? And then on the way we pick up some hoes, you know what I'm saying? One of the bitches is feeling me. I'm like, hey, Pooh, Ricky, Kyle, I'm finna spin off. And then, you know, maybe Ricky's like, bro, we supposed to be out. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? The whole plan was we all rocking. And I'm like, all right, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just for the troubles, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm going off plan, you know what I'm saying? Here's some bread. Here's some bread, you know, in case you gotta, you know, get the Uber, you know what I'm saying? You roll with me, you need a ride home.
I'm about to say,
you know, whatever plans that we had that included me, that I'm now taking myself out of, this is to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? Type
Listen,
shit.
I'm not giving the homies no goddamn money unless it was like a direct
No,
thing.
yeah.
If I drove you to the club and then I leave you, I'm giving you some bread.
Yeah.
You could get home or whatever. I might just call an Uber at that point.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like other than that, like if I'm just leaving the plans, I'm not giving
My
you no
homies would
bread.
never ask either.
Yeah,
and that's
like,
what
I'm not
makes it
giving you
kind
no
of a
bread.
little
And
transactional
you know what? Honestly,
a little bit.
Look, I'm gonna just play devil's advocate, right? Because fuck it, right? We ain't gonna be all super nice. Like it's weird at the end of the day, bro. You slipping somebody bread because it almost seems like Yella is the protector or the connection between Skinny and Jalise.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Because Jalise had said she had never met Skinny prior to this. This is their first time.
Yeah. So assuming that he's the middleman there, you feel me? Like you see your homie, you got a female homie, you feel me? And then you got a male homie, you know what I mean? And you see your female homie drunk, you know she and listen, man.
And you know how she is. She already
Jalise
said,
is love, but you put it out there yourself. You know what she be on?
She flirty.
She be on other shit too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like she be hot. You feel me?
Yep.
So respectfully, like you knowing that, you gonna automatically be on some big brother shit. I feel like nah, I can't let her go out here and crash. You feel me? But then you with the homie. And you let the homie swipe it, it's kind of weird, bro, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we all know how she get.
So he paid her off to fall back?
I'm not going to make an assumption and say he did that. I'm just saying that it's weird. You feel me? Like,
Jalise initially said that Yella was kind of perturbed by the $100 to skedaddle. That Yella was, like, not chill with, like, him paying him off or whatever to kind of get out of the situation. Like, she said that there was some kind of argument in the car between them about the $100, right?
That's even more or less why you shouldn't have left him.
Yeah, but also they split at one point, and Jalise had the option to go with Yella instead of staying with Skinny, and then she chose to stay with Skinny. So that, and women can take consent while you having sex with them. She could say, "Hey, I'm not feeling this no more. You got your dick in, or you got to take your dick out and be like, okay, it's over with.
Sure.
You can't just continue." So no matter any action where she choosing up on Skinny does not allow him to take no coochie. Like that's crazy.
Say, like and that's why I was saying it goes back to the shit y'all just taught me now. Like, bro, at the end of the day, even if she's consenting to something under the influence like that, it's
not even valid.
Yeah, it's not valid at that point. So literally everybody got to say all bets is off at that point.
And if you don't have that knowledge, imagine how many other people don't exactly know that, especially in that moment.
And when you drunk and you off other substances and who knows what. Yeah.
I think it's fucked up, to be honest. I'm gonna just call it for what it is. I think it's fucked up because if two individuals is blacked out drunk, we equally drunk. And y'all saying I, essayed her, like shit, why can't y'all just say why isn't it she essayed me? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of weird, bro. So I think that shit ain't fair at all, but it is what it is. That's why niggas gotta be careful.
But yeah, like now Skinny, I guess Lush was saying he was posting shit that he was gonna harm himself and like, you know what I'm saying? Like acting like, his whole life over and shit over this, but supposedly there's an investigation going on. I don't know even if that's true. You kind of never know, which is kind of sad with this story with, we know Jalise, but is this the Munchie clip or is this just...
I think this is the Munchie clip.
God, she was trying to go crazy on Munchie. I can't believe
that blacks out under it's law. If I'm drunk as I black out and I'm intoxicated, nigga, and I don't know what the happened, I cannot get consensual consent. So yes, I filed a police report and I went to the hospital. Right after that, had to go get the full little kit because on my mama, I don't know if the nigga used a condom or not. Nigga, on my mama, you's a weirdo. You been a weirdo. The nigga now he chasing me all around, trying to get me to contact him. This and that. Brother, I don't have nothing to talk to you about. Brother, you's a weirdo. Brother, I'm gonna keep it 100. Ain't no real nigga drunk around me that don't even know me and push up on me. A real nigga gonna be like, all right, look, you fall asleep on the couch, or here I'm gonna give you a water bottle, or here I'm gonna drop you off here, and I'm gonna Uber here. I done been around niggas drunk. I done been around DC drunk, nothing happened. I done been around AOF Nino drunk, nothing happened. I done been around who had to take that's against the law. He committed another crime. I did file a report. That's sexual assault because I was intoxicated.
No, it ain't.
A woman that's intoxicated that blacks out under it's law. If I'm drunk as I black out and I'm intoxicated, nigga, and I don't know what the happened. I cannot get consensual consent. So yes, I filed a police report and I went to the hospital around niggas where I was drunk as fuck and nothing happened. Blood is a weirdo. He's thirsty for. That's just what it is. And he did it. I didn't rape blood. I didn't whatever. I might have been drunk, but that nigga's a weirdo, bro. He's a weirdo. And on my mama, I will have my damn motherfucking court. So everything he's sending to us, I hope he got ready for the detectives because they're gonna come. And when they finally do come and they look into this, I need everything to make sense because everybody's going to be subpoenaed to court. I don't give a fuck, and I try so hard to keep this under the radar. The 607 got me after I caught his platform, so now he wants to take it to the internet, and that's what the happened.
Okay, how do you react to the video that Unk posted that he purports as you basically denying that Skinny did anything wrong?
No, I denied because they were saying I was saying I got raped. I kept saying I never said I got raped. I said I got taken advantage of. That is considered sexual assault.
No,
when you don't remember,
if this goes to court, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rape charge, right?
No, it ain't.
So that's what the detective said. The detective did say that if you were intoxicated, niggas, where I was drunk as fuck and nothing happened. Blood is a weirdo. He's thirsty for. That's just what it is. He gonna try to justify it.
You talked about your allegations on the internet.
Hey,
bro, hey, hold on. Yella said, I said, come with me. You didn't want to come. And you left. She said, yeah, you right. Yeah, I want to go party with the white people. Nigga, you got up. You was drunk. Didn't nobody take that little crystal meth. What you talking about? Didn't nobody take the crystal meth, girl? Hey, bro, you're lying. Bro, the police would have been came already. What you mean? What you talking about? A rape kit, if it's by force, bro, you opened your legs and you just don't remember. You was drinking too much Taka vodka. Shut the up. It's about Nevada. They got zero tolerance on drugs out there. And you be on crystal meth. You going to the pen, bitch. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Oh, hey, look. Hey, if it's house so ghetto, why'd you taking your kids there? If the house so ghetto, why'd you taking your kids over there? Crystal meth. If the house so ghetto, why
you gonna try to justify it? Or because there's so many men trying to justify.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is the
Somebody here no jumper and big. If I tell you guys,
bro, I was dying when it happened, bro. Oh my god!
I just really couldn't help myself.
Crystal meth Gerb is crazy.
Funny.
Yeah, because it seems like out of everything that I've heard Jalise say, this seems like she's being genuine. Like she seems like even if she was going at some point, she blacked out and doesn't really remember what happened. She's not a legend that he took it, but she'd like to have an investigation so they can see the tape that is supposedly filmed and they could see if she passed out and he was doing shit to her. So
someone explained the difference between, because she said it wasn't that I was raped, it was that I
taken advantage
of. So she essentially saying like I agreed to something, but in that moment I became too incapacitated to keep going, so I stopped and you didn't.
No, I think it's like kind of what we were saying, where like she might even been into it, but she's blackout drunk and can't actually consent. So when she comes to, she's like, yeah, maybe I was flirty and blacked out drunk and you fucked, but I wouldn't have done that with a clear mind, is pretty much what she's saying.
Like at the point where she was like a real one would have just been like, you know what? I think maybe you're not really up for this right now. Let me just give you this bottle of water, give you like a little blanket.
And we've all been there. We've all been like, you know what I'm saying, wanting to crack something. You get to the crib and you're like, this bitch is way too faded. Like, just go to bed. You feel me? It's spunky for that.
And I feel like that's the just best shit you could do, where it's like delineated places. Like you were here all night, I was in my room type of thing. You feel me? You're whatever. Exactly.
Yeah, you might not even want to take a short sleep next to her because she might wake up and think you did something. You know what I'm saying?
That's the type.
I think just fucking with girls that get that drunk is just, I would tell my nephew or any of my little homies, like, just if a bitch even drinks a lot on the regular, don't even fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, you're asking for something like this to happen, no matter how cool you think you is with the girl. Every girl could have that moment where she like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you did to me. and I'm finna go to the police.
And more. Remember the Aziz Ansari thing where like they weren't even like fucked up like that. She just the next day was like, actually, I wasn't really that comfortable, even though I said I was in the moment. So it's like,
and he didn't even fuck. I think he stuck his fingers in her mouth and made out with her. I think, and he got canceled for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, he got canceled.
Yeah, they canceled him. It was like the Me Too movement. That's why it was going crazy back then.
I mean, do you guys remember like Andrew Callahan, Channel 5?
Yeah, absolutely. He got canceled.
I remember
He
that.
got canceled too. And again, girl was not wasted. She just said later on that in the moment she felt pressured.
But he was on. He did admit he was on some sex pest shit. You know what I'm saying? Where he was like kept asking the bitch, kept bothering her, like, you know what I'm saying, wanting to fuck, and then she eventually caved in. And that's like, you know, it's not as bad as, you know, taking some shit, but that's not even close. But
that's just normal. What?
But
Niggas DMing bitches over and over as you pestering the bitch for the pussy.
Yeah, there's a lot
I think
changed.
it's different when you're in person and you're a person of prominence versus like this.
Oh, well,
chick
for sure.
Is just
I get
some
that.
right
and it was a
Yeah,
random
that's
little
another
like
thing.
I
bitch
get
from his
that.
hometown type thing. You know what I'm saying?
But man, bro, listen. At the end of the day, I think it's two things that we got to do. We got to keep people honest. You feel me? And we got to respect people for whatever they feel as if happened to them.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like I said, I think sometimes we forget about keeping people honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, bro, that somebody could say, hey, yo, I'm down for this, and then tomorrow be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, bro. And then now your life is over because of that shit. So I think at a point we got to, like, keep people honest, bro.
Yeah, look at all the college athletes that their whole careers have been ruined. They were supposed to go to all the leagues, and they
not for the dudes taking it. You feel me?
Yeah,
I ain't talking about
sure.
for the dudes taking it, but for motherfuckers sitting here like,
Because
bro,
there's
like,
a bunch of weirdos that ruin it for everybody else. That's outside doing whatever,
Shit.
slipping shit in bitches' drinks, all kinds of that shit is prominent as fuck even
And
today.
like low key, that's why those consent courses, like the new ones that they do, hit so hard. And I feel like everybody should go through that. Like, you know, in college they make you do it or whatever, because like you really learn how to navigate those situations. And some people are like, oh, this kills my game or whatever.
See, we didn't have that.
But it helps actually.
I seen
feel
one
like.
We
with
taught the opposite. Go ahead.
It's like a black dude that do the classes, and it's with like little boys, like that's 12 and shit. And
You should
he's
start
hitting them with
early.
like the,
Yeah.
like, you know, like reading a girl's body language, like, oh, let me get a hug, and she like kind of iffy, but you pressure, and then she's like, okay, I'll give you a hug. He's like, nah, we don't do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should want to be, you know, engaging with you. It shouldn't be a forced thing. Like, but there's all kinds of nuances with dating and interacting with women that motherfuckers. A lot of people just, if your big homies, your older cousins, your pops don't put you on game, they just going out in the world and just doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
And-
remember that give me the hug dude in high school.
Absolutely, and that's literally, it's a course, so these kids don't turn into
be that guy.
where my hug at. You know
Same,
what I'm saying? Yeah.
same posture every time.
Oh
Where
God,
my
where my
hug
hug
at
at? And they be the
crazy.
ugliest motherfucker. It's the same dudes that go to the bitch twerking and she turn around and then stop twerking and walk off. We all got homies like that,
that's
for
the
sure.
worst thing that
The
can
Yiking
happen to
era,
you in
yeah, for
life,
sure. I had
bro.
homies getting hit with that.
Like,
Man, I just wish that Jaleese would just like take a breather, bro. Like, you need to be offline, like for a cool minute, not just with this whole scenario, like everything she's been through this past year. And now, like, people are questioning if this is real or not and stuff. And it's just all symptomatic of what's happening. I don't have an opinion on this. As I said before I left, I don't think anyone should have an opinion on it. I think it's an investigation that's going to happen. The only thing I'm saying is that if Jaleese, Unk, all these people link back up after this,
that's gonna be crazy.
YouTube needs to take that page down. YouTube needs to take that page down. But yeah, it's
The
just
story's
like,
got some holes in it, but I'm never
man.
gonna stand on business for some dude I don't know who had some things where he could have called it quits and he still went through with this. So there's some weird parts on his part, and like things like Jaleese saying, "Oh, I couldn't get the kit done because you have to have a police report." I looked that up immediately in Nevada. No, you don't. They take Jane Doe accusers and they'll do the kit for you no matter what. So there's like some holes on both sides of the story. So I definitely want to see all the evidence.
That's what it sounded like. She said on the call. She said, "I got the whole kit."
But she was acting like she went later because there was some holdup from the thing, and then she had to wait. And then, like Adam looked up yesterday, it's like, what is it, 92 hours or some shit, like 72 hours where you have to get it done, or it just like loses hella credibility and shit.
And to be fair to Jaleese, though, it sounds like she's not really trying to like hang, bro. You know, like she said, like, I don't consider this R word, but I do feel like there were some misdemeanor type actions going on. You know what I'm saying?
To
Like,
be honest, too, like maybe there's a little bit more insider info, but I think she said it in here too. She wanted to keep this pushing. She did not want
Wanted
it
to
to
have
come
it
out
Unc and them
publicly
supposed-
until other people were talking about it. And
But also when they were like
Unc
really
tried to make this a storyline. Who tried to make this?
No, I think Unc came out, but they got her to say like we was insinuating to talking about touching on the topic by not actually saying it, and then Unc kind of used that me kind of insinuating about the situation when we're talking on the pod together. To where it's like, oh, the allegations started to kind of get the light shined on it, and then 607 Unc just came out and was like, fired her, you know what I'm saying, started posting shit about it. And this is her response.
Okay, so I take back what I just said about you, Jaleese, because it doesn't sound like she was trying to broadcast this to the world and make it content.
Yeah, because it happened over a month ago.
This was a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay, because the initial clip I saw, I think it was her and Yella. They were kind of faded, talking about it in some sort of way. So I thought they were just trying to make it content. But that's not what was initially happening. So I take that back. Like, this should have definitely been handled off of camera. And this is like sad to see it play out.
Yeah, I want to be able to believe women, but with Jaleese, it's just really hard. And sadly,
I gotta be honest, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it might be, cause she might have lied. She might have made this whole thing up, which is, people are like, why would she do that? Bro, I've seen a million athletes have bitches ruin their life and then come out later and say, I made the whole thing up.
Skinny.
I know. I'm just saying, like, these are college athletes before NIL. They didn't have no money either, and they was getting hit with the case.
Right next to Jaleese on that motherfucking couch, bro, when she called somebody a PDF, and I seen her with that person a little bit.
That's been being brought up a lot.
Like, that to me is like we was just speaking about earlier. That's a crazy claim to make towards somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and to then be with that person again. And then somebody, I don't know who said it earlier, somebody was like, yo, it'd be crazy. Ricky said it'd be crazy to see them all back together, but look at what we've seen already.
But, like, just to that, though, you could be the biggest piece of shit on earth, and that still doesn't mean that someone could assault you in that manner.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's saying that.
I'm just saying,
I
I get what you're saying, and that's what we're all
No, he's saying a
with.
piece of shit could possibly make something terrible like this up. That's what we're saying.
If you've seen somebody do something that was
if something happened to her, she
very
could be
bad.
Yeah, like Munchie
I don't
was
put
saying.
it past somebody to do something very bad again.
Like she could be a prostitute that sells it every night, and it don't mean that somebody could take the coochie. You know what I'm saying? It's just
it ain't
that's never
validating
okay.
Anybody doing no weird shit.
But if
like
she
that.
lied, she's damn near on the same level as motherfuckers that's taking advantage of drunk
bro,
girls.
like anything else, bro, you're gonna look at somebody's credibility. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I made the comment. I don't think that you're defending any of the weird shit, by the way, just to clean it up. But I'm just saying, like, obviously this person's character is very shaky, and we all can admit that. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like women, kids, we kind of play with a different realm of sensitivity with them. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if she was in a situation where she was taken advantage of, there's not much she could do to stop it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's
especially
really
being
fucked
blackout
up.
drunk or on other substances as well.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we still gotta, like, kind of leave that little bit of room for
for sure.
I think
like,
we are though.
We have
for sure, because I'm not standing on the skinny from the 9 line at all.
It's
You know,
just acknowledging both sides and understanding the you know what I mean, like the perspective of what's going on.
We were sitting there during that New Year's stream, and you could look at my face the entire time. I'm sitting on this couch, and I'm like, I can't believe this girl has all this shit to say about this man, and you were just kicking it with him, so you knew he was like messing with underage girls, but you was still letting him hit.
Right.
Like, how does that work? I was like, women's minds can't be that different.
Right.
Yeah. Because like we give the kids and the women the benefit of the doubt, but until it's the boy who cried wolf, then it's like, bro, you said a bunch of shit that it ended up not adding up. It's like, we just have to take that.
Just have to acknowledge that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
We'd
saying?
be fools to ignore that.
We would be fools to ignore it for sure. It's just like, man, some people don't belong on the internet, bro. Like, honestly, I don't think Shorty is like an iota of entertaining, and just this is too much real life. You know what I'm saying? I like my crash outs, like Lush One. That's about as far as I could go. Lush One,
We live in the authenticity world, though. People want it to be real. Unfortunately, you just don't want. I just don't want to be that person that has to, subject myself.
Yeah,
to,
put
like,
your whole life
it's
and
crazy. You gotta have some sort of
all your family members on the internet and all that shit. Like,
at a certain point, you can't play with certain titles and jackets and shit like that because it's not gonna end well, and it makes you look crazy for still associated.
Can we look at the T-Rail one real quick? Since I think
Did we ever figure out how much Michael Blackton was getting paid?
No, we'll go back to that one because I know.
You want to do Michael Blackton?
I want to know how much money he's getting
I
from
just
these
thought
checks,
the
bro.
T-Rail one would have been quick, but it's good. Let's do it.
How much money he's getting from these checks, bro.
That's a funny story.
All right, so Michael Blackton shows off his residual checks he's received from TV shows like Wild 'N Out and more. What does that say? And says that
Just because people are on TV doesn't mean they're rich.
Okay, cool. So let's see.
Let me find out, Doughboy ain't making
On TV doesn't mean they're rich. Most niggas on TV are broke, and I prove it to you. I just got about 6-7 residual checks in the mail from previous shows I've done. I'll show you them checks right now. I just got them in the mail. I just got back home and I saw a lot of checks. I got excited. I'll share with you, punk bitch. Okay, check number 1. You know, I don't care if you see the address. I don't know. This is not my address. Go up there and try to kidnap me if you want, okay? This check is from Wildin' Out. Thanks, Nick Cannon. Oh, $7.90. Thank you, my nigga. Next check. Oh, 64 cents. It went down. All right. Hopefully the next one is better. Oh, 76 cents. Okay. All right, nigga. This nigga's wilding out with his wilding out check. Okay. 93 cents. 64 cents. 63 cents. Niggas in my village make more than this. This is crazy. 62 cents. 65 cents.
under $1 is crazy.
68 cents. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. I can't do that. Child support, boom. This is your copies, okay? Out of these 63 cents, I could all get 11 cents each. I need to go back on the road. Please, if you're in DC, please meet me at the Improv this week, May 21st to the 24th. I'll be at the DC Improv. Only niggas that make money are niggas that are on the road. If you're not touring, you are broke. TV niggas are broke. I'm gonna go broke fucking with television.
Y'all talking about no jumper, man. They getting 70 cents at Wild and Out.
Doughboy get his check and go, thank you, Nick Cannon. He's still glazed when he gets his check.
Yo, but
buy some gas.
I don't think this is that crazy because this seems like those syndication ass checks that you get just from the show being reran on
Ain't showing his
TV.
real check.
And he's watching cable anymore. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Blackton, and he was on like the first iteration of Wild and Out. Like he ain't
for
been on
sure.
Wild and Out for a hot minute. I
Yeah,
don't
they
think.
probably
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
even
He
run
was
First
like
checks were probably like
the first
300
cast of
bucks,
Wild and
400
Out type shit. So I ain't seen Michael Blackton for a minute on there.
Blackton
So
is getting paid from his from his movies and shit like that. He's getting good checks. But he ain't lying though. People do think because people on TV that is like money is crazy. That shit is not true.
yeah, you could give us insight on that.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
what?
what's your
what
insight
that
from
shit is
being
not
on
true.
even the top of the
reality
top, like
television?
TV fools, like
Like it depends on what you're doing in TV. But honestly, like I think in reality TV, I personally think it's easier to make money than in acting.
Are there
Like,
residuals?
acting is hard, but you're gonna make more money in acting. But it's very fucking hard to get in there. Reality TV is easy to get on, and it's going to be consistent bags.
and you
know
could
what
just
I'm
be
saying?
you on
and
there. You
could
don't.
just
You
do your
got to
thing.
play a part.
And reality TV is similar to acting, whereas like you don't like if you good, they just gonna keep recasting you. You don't got to go and audition again and do shit like that. You feel me? But all in all, like I think if you doing like certain acting gigs, like these like low budget acting gigs, like yeah, they might be getting paid $5 grand. You know what I mean? Which ain't horrible for doing your
Even
craft.
unless you do a commercial, they
You know what
might
I mean?
give you,
Like,
you know,
but then
500. You know what I'm saying?
I know
You're
people.
talking about an episode though, right?
I'm talking about like a movie. Like you could get
Like a
paid
little small ass
$5
part?
grand for your movie role. You know what I mean? Like a little small ass movie role. For like a commercial, like shit, you ain't really getting paid that much.
Nah, that's
Honestly,
not
depending
true.
on how big your name is, you're gonna negotiate for your bread. But shit, my mom just did a Corona commercial, bro, and they paid her.
Like 100K,
They
right?
paid her good. I ain't gonna say what, but
Yeah.
they paid her good, bro.
I think
You
he's
feel me?
talking about like entry level. You just a background
Yeah,
extra in a
like-
commercial.
Oh.
like
Yeah,
you,
so
you
like-
passing the turkey bowl to you know the
like,
mom
it's
mom
even
and
not
still,
shit.
yeah,
like-
my
you
girl's
can
an
get
actor. She
into-
did a commercial.
Most
She got-
commercials are gonna give you like $500.
She did a
You feel me?
DoorDash
Like-
commercial.
That's what I've heard. Is
You
like
get
five to a little
500, maybe
bandy.
1,000.
Yeah.
Pull up. You feel me? Do a little.
But
quick
you knock
little
a few of
skit,
those out a
but
month, you know what I'm
not-
saying? You might be able to make it
Yeah,
shake.
you
know
can
what
make
I'm
a
saying?
living off it. That's what I
Yeah.
said. I think that shit is a little bit easier doing that than trying to get like start these roles in these big movies where they gonna pay you like these 50 grand, 60 grand
There's
deals. and
10
shit like
rounds
that.
of
And-
auditions and
Yeah,
shit you
you
got to
feel me?
do, and you
Like-
got to be on point.
Yeah, bro.
I heard
so-
syndication really benefits the writers and like the top actor, but everyone outside of that is
Yeah,
not-
they gonna
not
get
getting
these
paid.
checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna get these type
But
of
like
checks.
Rob
much.
Deerdeck is probably on his way to what a
A billion?
a billion.
I mean, he could be,
He
bro.
probably is.
Did I see-
MT,
did I see that he
MTV
was
be
on
giving
it?
them like
Surprised.
$100 million contracts and shit.
I
Like
wouldn't be
they be
surprised.
giving them
Am I
stupid
tripping
bread.
though, or did y'all see that headline that he might be becoming?
I mean, I think he's gonna buy MTV or some shit.
I
I'm
thought
pretty
I
sure.
saw something
Yeah, it was something.
crazy like that. Like he's
'Cause
got mad bread.
They
from,
run his shit other than Wild and Out. It was just
what's
Rob
the show
Deerdeck
he
shit.
had?
Ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness.
They just canceled that
Yeah.
though.
And then he had a spin-off show too with that. Like
Yeah, but they had like
Fantasy
Robin
Factory.
Big, yeah,
Fantasy Factory was
Factory.
first
Yeah.
after Robin Big, yeah. But the ridiculousness was the one that's got like 27 seasons that MTV just runs those episodes forever
Nah, they
now.
canceled that shit.
I know, but I'm saying like those are syndicated now. All them
yeah,
seasons that
yeah,
they
yeah,
had,
yeah.
and they gonna run forever. That's pretty much all MTV has now is ridiculousness.
No, it's no new content, right? There's literally no new content
don't
on
think
MTV.
so.
It's just a
No.
bunch of like rewind shit.
I'm gonna be honest though, like Wild 'N Out cast, I think unless you like a DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, you feel me? You ain't really getting paid like that. Like not like what people would expect.
exactly.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
from
Like,
being on
for
TV.
being
you know what
on
I'm saying?
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, like definitely not. Go do y'all one of them reality shows, man.
Wild
Walk
and-
15 grand.
Wild 'N Out seems like one of them, like kind of like the No Jumper, where it's like you come and you kind of got to run up your name to you know
Yeah.
come and be like acting like
gotta
a big
you
dog
gotta
in
be
here.
sharp
Yeah,
to get a sharp
exactly,
check. You feel
exactly,
me? Like,
yeah.
You gotta be
Like,
a sharp to get a
them
sharp
dudes
check.
was doing a bunch of other shit and then bringing more eyes to Wild 'N Out, so they the
Yeah.
ones who gonna get the cheddar.
Nah, for
Can
sure,
we
sure.
hit the good old age-old beef? T-Rail.
Yeah, this is a quick
response
one.
To,
Yeah, recipes Big Black, man, the legend for
wait,
sure.
Who's this thing got blacked out in the thumbnail? Wait a minute.
The massage shooter we had at Six Flags. That's what they
I
got
don't know if
blacked
everyone
out.
put the hints together that Adam had been dropping.
Oh shit.
The
Okay,
first
wait
one,
a
he just
minute.
said a big name in the streets. That shit had me weak.
Oh, you out of here? All right, man. Peace, bro.
Yep. Appreciate you coming through.
All right, we can play the clip real quick.
Yeah, let's hit the clip and then we can get into some super chats and shit. We can discuss this age-old beef.
Not the clip got 200 views.
Oh, this just dropped. Okay.
I'm like, man, so I'm calling like, bruh. So they not answering the phone, so I know my niggas is stuck. I'm like, man, get the f- off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get the fuck out of there. While I'm calling, I'm like, boom. Then I sit down, and I get a text. The text is from Josh. Josh over there at No Jumper. And then he just put like the big eyes. So he put like the big eyes. So I text back, "F- you, right?" He was like, "I knew you seen me."
Why you put big eyes for what?
Like, I see you
See you on what?
at Magic Mountain.
Oh, you seen him?
Spring smells amazing, unless
Dude, it's OBS.
No
You fucking
premium's
playing
crazy.
around with the-
But I wasn't really too sure, but I'm paying attention to the stuck ride. Don't even worry about nothing. But he's, you know what I'm saying? It was a confirmation that I seen, like it was him or whatever the case may be. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, that was me. I'm like, all right, for sure. Yeah, I was just paying attention to my kids stuck on his ride. He's like, all right, for sure. I'll see you next time or whatever, because I guess they was finna wait in the line. Them lines like 90
So
minutes.
the white man was there with him?
Nah, he probably was with a little bitch. Or his kids, probably. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
And that's his brother-in-law.
Who, Adam? It ain't in now.
Yeah.
Did Josh gotta take that fade or no?
No, I fuck with Josh. I don't
Josh
dislike,
ain't never said nothing about it. He
nah,
always
I
been
don't like.
cool.
I don't dislike nobody at that except Adam. Like, Adam is a weirdo. Like, and I don't even know why Adam be doing that. Shit. Like, you a grown ass man, bro. Just stop it, dog. Like, why every time I'm brought up, you trying to bring me up in a negative light? I understand. Look, bro, we left your plantation, and we started whatever we started for whatever reason, and you know what I'm saying? You was in a bad state. You was depressed. And we was whooping your feet, you know what I'm saying, around there. Like, you was going live or whatever, had 200-300 people on the news and all that, but you gained it all back. You got it, bro. You good. Like, around that time I was whooping you. I think he's like really trying to hold a grudge. It's over, bro. It's over, man. Like, leave me alone, man. Every time I look up, your bitch ass is saying something about something. Like, god damn. I look up, I got my whole logo on your page now. Like, the whole logo. Like, what do you want me to do, man? We not coming up there. Look, bro. Look, man. I'm never coming to that again in my life. Okay? It's not happening, man. It's over, dog. Like, leave us alone, man. He over here talking to your man DJ Vlad. He don't even give a at all. Like, he like, oh, so all those guys over there, they used to work for you back on Vic.
I seen that clip.
Oh yeah, he like, yeah.
Yeah, I seen.
T-Roll, yeah, they're like,
cool. Honestly, this is kind of changing my perspective. I wanted this beef to end. I felt like it was probably on the way to ending. But I kind of see Adam's point, even though I fuck with T-Rail. You know what I'm saying? T-Rail been showed me love. I did, some things with Back on Fig back in the day. But I could see why Adam being like, oh, now it's so convenient that y'all numbers aren't doing as well. But when y'all was stepping on my neck with the numbers, you was popping that shit. And now that I want to keep popping this shit when I got the numbers running up, now you want to rank it and be like, oh no, see, we don't even want no smoke no more. And it's like, no, keep the same energy that you had when you was trying to end my whole platform to now when we bouncing back and running it up. And now you saying you don't want the fade no more in the content space. It's like, I can see why Adam's not just trying to, buddy up, but I would love to see them click back up because I think that would be the best thing for both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I can see Adam's point from like this clip. The energy is like, you got it, bro. Like, big bro, you know what I'm saying? You doing the numbers now. Like, we don't want to even have no smoke with you. I could see Adam being like, nah, motherfucker, you was trying to end my whole shit. And now that we doing better and it's clear that we're doing better than you, now you want to, act like we don't got no problems. So I get that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like too many things were said. And it's just like at a certain point, like once you start talking about people's kids and girls and shit like that, it's kind of like you look super weak coming back, which is unfortunate that I even went that far over some podcast shit. Like, I don't even know why T-Rail was so mad at Adam in the first place. I think it was more like a loyalty thing, and he was just going super hard.
T-Rail had no reason to be mad at Adam. And I don't think he was mad at Adam originally when they left. I think it all stemmed from Adam's reaction to how everybody ended up leaving the platform and what was said after the fact. And again, going to Rolling Stone and trying to smear, drag his name through when, again, Adam was pretty vulnerable the other day. Lush brought that point up where that was a pretty low moment with Adam. No Jumper as a platform. Like, that was a bad timing. And in that time, like, you could have been cool. You could have gone and done your own thing. You guys could have never talked again and it would have been better. But he decided to try to drag him.
Yeah, I do. There is one thing where Adam does act like, oh, I was just this innocent boss and like they just, created this plan. And Adam was being a dick around that time. Like we could be pretty clear that Adam was saying, none of the shows are making money. This is my shit. Don't try to tell me what to do with my shit. We need to pivot with the content because these shows aren't making money. He was saying some things that were ruffling some feathers at the very least, for sure. It wasn't like one-sided, I would say.
What shows though? Because like the shows
at that point in time, we had shows.
Was good, right?
We had shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and there was a time where all of those shows, except for maybe even the Monday show, but definitely for a fact, the Tuesday show at the end of the day, Disconnected, all doing 100 to 200K views a week. That period ended. And we started getting back to, and even at that point, just like
it was still like pretty much 100K. They were still hitting,
still 100K. But I think you guys know just from a YouTube perspective of like if you're paying 4 hosts to be there, 3 hosts and volunteers, like I don't know, like that doesn't financially make sense on a business standpoint. And Adam was never stopped these guys from doing their own thing or trying to bring more things to the table. Like we ended up doing. We Hungry, which was like a cool little, like this was probably one of our most successful video series outside of the podcast. There were other things we were trying to do, but these guys, again, I think with a battery in their back from outside sources, felt as though they should be getting more and doing more and should be partnered and should be getting a cut of everything because of what they brought, and they didn't really understand the value of what they're.
But let's be real though. I heard some of those guys were being paid what they asked for, and some people just didn't have the same representation that could jockey for the money they wanted. Because I saw clips of them making fun of each other, saying, "Damn, bitch, you was only making that much money up there." So like, you kind of can't be like it's some like money shit, right? It's how you represent yourself and how you get to the dough.
I think it's how Adam responded to them asking for more money. Like Adam obviously isn't gonna give them the kid gloves. He's gonna be like, "You motherfuckers aren't making no fucking money. Like, what are you talking about? This is my shit. I ain't paying you guys. We're not partnering up." And they're like, "Damn, we've been bringing a lot to the platform. Like, we just proposing some shit, and you got this kind of volatile response."
Yeah,
I could just see how that rubbed them the wrong way, along with academics saying, "I'll pay you $100K to come and pod with me," and like all the batteries that are put into their backs. So it's just feeling that. But I think the Adam response also didn't help that. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Let's be real though. Like, just speaking candidly, none of my feelings are involved in this. Not trying to offend anyone. At the end of the day, was doing just fine, right? The whole messaging of maybe this isn't making financial sense was to the other shows, right? That
it was to them too. I think it was to every. It was he was saying that I'm gonna cancel every single weekly show because this shit ain't making money.
Josh, at the end of the day as well.
He was saying he was going to cancel every single show.
No, not at the end of the day.
No, there was never a threat to cancel. Like at the end of the day,
it was just the other two
I
shows.
Feel like I remember
show and the other show.
I remember him saying the money's not making sense. We might cancel all this shit and just do the news and shit.
But that's also when things were becoming volatile, and these guys were coming in here not necessarily giving their most,
absolutely
leaving to go do their streams. And saving all that shit.
And cooking on their streams, like giving the craziest reactions. I remember that era.
But wasn't the catalyst when he was going to move AD off of the No Jumper show? Wasn't that like
they utilized that as a jumping off point, but things had been in motion for months already.
And that's the kind of disingenuous part on their part, I would say. Yes, Adam responded badly, but they once they started saying, "Oh yeah, we left because he was having the white supremacist Richard Spencer up there." It's like anybody who watched that episode, because I watched that because Destiny was the one that was supposed to debate him.
I also watched
that they faced off thinking it's going to be the Proud Boys guy or the Charleston guy that's bringing the tiki torches. He's racist. He's a Nazi. He sat down and was like, it was 4 years after that, and he's like, "Hey, I came to my senses. Like, I know that the shit that I was saying was super wrong. I feel remorse. I don't want to put this out there." And then it ended up not being a debate because he was just ranking it on all of his Nazi and racist ideology. So it was like kind of like, it was weird to have him up there, but it was supposed to be Destiny challenging him, which ended up being them just kind of agreeing that what he used to do was bullshit and he doesn't believe it anymore.
I remember.
So that's not him like bringing a Nazi up, I would say. Like that was spun a little disingenuously.
I remember watching that and being like, so interesting to use No Jumper as your like apology tour for being
to the black community.
White supremacist, but I'm like, you gotta be like somewhere where people can see this, because I'm like, this guy's life is fucking ruined. He's the tiki torch tough guy forever. Really. You're never gonna be able to like get from underneath this, no matter how fucking long your beard gets, bro. But that was I feel like the part T-Rail is missing from this is like he should keep the beef going, right? Because it's really advantageous to have a powerful op in media.
Absolutely.
I wish I had someone I could go back and forth with of that stature. Instead, I got fucking 607 and the Carnies over here shouting my name on a weekly basis, hoping I'm going to reply to them. It's never going to happen because you guys are a walking joke. I guess that's a reply. But someone like Adam 22 or T-Rail going back and forth
or
on
like an academics or
basis.
whatever.
Yeah, like when Adam and Ak were going at it, fucking cinema. It was great. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell that he doesn't seem to have like the confidence currently in his platform to even go at Adam. He feels like he might get stepped on type of shit. And it was the same energy with academics. Like he sees him, he said he bullied the scene, but then we seen what really happened and he was buddy because he feels like academics is this, world eater. That might take you out the game if you really wants to step on you. So let me not go too hard.
Yeah.
Let me maybe, just play the field.
I don't know about the numbers and stuff. I'm not like keeping close count and whatnot, but if it is true what you guys are saying and it feels like their platform is struggling, what better stimulus package could there be than to re-up the classic beef between Back on Fig and No Jumper?
Yeah, I think it's just a thing of where like you want to have an army to go to war. You know what I'm saying? And if your army's at like the lowest capacity it's been at, you might not want to go to war because your fans will get swarmed and it will just be drowned out and it'll just be the BOF sucks narrative being the one that overtakes everything else.
At this point, though, isn't it just like Adam and T-Rail kind of going at it? It's just like literally them fencing.
Yeah,
it's not like it's in the whole crew. Like Duno clearly is becoming like a techno DJ and shit.
You don't know,
He's got his comedy podcast.
And he has the.
Do you know what? This whole thing is I never said.
He's never said anything.
Yeah,
He's
he
never
left and
cared
was
to
like on
comment
some
on
like I just don't want to be a part of the bullshit, so I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
could see the kind of the ship sailing off, and I'm gonna dip up out. But yeah,
AD don't really say anything from what I could tell. I see their clips from time to time.
A little bit.
He be saying things off camera too. He ran into Doughboy.
Yeah.
Day, so it's like I think.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I think those two camps are still holding it.
and out of everybody, AD has the best reason to like Adam because of the texts that were leaked on some of the pranks that he was gonna play on AD, and I could see why AD would not like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just not sustainable to beef because like you're constantly looking to one up, and after a while, it's gonna turn into some crazy personal shit, and then that's where I think,
Where you got to run down at Six Flags and
but in
actually
media,
fight,
bro. Fucking Stephen A. and Jonathan, what's his name? The fat black guy.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? I'm forgetting his name.
The dude that's always caping for white people and shit.
Yeah, Witherspoon or something like that. Witherspoon or
fuck, Jason Whitlock. Yeah,
bro. Every time they go at it, fucking views skyrocket.
they're in the
like
same
that
building.
shut down the sports world.
Are they in the same building though?
Were they in the?
Are they like?
No, I think he's Fox.
No.
and
So it was
Yeah.
But even that is like
Independent
so much
platform.
more like controlled than like just.
No.
Whatever this dude's gonna
Independent
say, whatever.
platforms versus they don't do it on Stephen A. doesn't do it on ESPN.
I know, but I'm saying like I've
I see
never
what you're
seen
saying.
Stephen A. like be like, I'm gonna kick your kid in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how hard they go and how he says like you shouldn't be able to say you're black and all that shit is different than them like.
As a man, you can't let that go.
They made the
hard.
Teen Snipe song. They calling Adam. They hit him with the Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like I get
I'm
it.
not familiar with that. I'm tapped out as far as like.
It was a AD and T-Rail song they made to
Teen
respond to
Snipe.
Adam dissing him on something, and they were implicating allegations on him. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake don't want to turn down the beef. Adam don't want to turn down the beef. I get it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm just thinking Vlad and Boosie recently, Aries Spears versus Vlad. Like the numbers on those videos are fucking insane.
Yeah, but think if they beefed for a year longer, what are those videos gonna be at? You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna give a fuck.
Well, it's just like when shit goes viral here.
Charleston clips. Have you been seeing the numbers getting posted on these clips?
Oh, from which platform?
From everything, from the no jumper
Yeah.
to the fucking Vlad. Bro, monstrosity numbers. I didn't know Charleston was like that. Maybe because I'm just used to seeing them on Say Cheese and like you see one video.
Well, 'cause
an
he's on
hour
his,
to
like,
1 million. You're like, okay, whatever. But when you see it in clip format,
He on his like beef squashing era too, so he's only gonna get bigger because more platforms are gonna have him on. Because he said it in the no jumper one, like I'm kind of in my beef squashing era, like I'm squashing beef with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Vlad, Adam.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's gonna keep going up.
dude, those numbers are nuts.
All right, you guys want to get into super chats?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I gotta go hang out with the Mexicans after this.
Shout out Rich Rabbit.
Yeah, shout out all the members: Jaquan Marcus Hamilton, Tom, Sir Brick on Cole, K.O. Wolf, Donovan, Bust Down Pop, Rich Rabbit. Shout out to y'all, man. $4.99 and up. Steezy Muslim. Much love to the crew. Free Ant. He didn't do anything wrong. We agree. East Side Finest said Free Ant Hefe, funny and solid dude. If they got him for M, imagine the dirt they got on the Inglewood Grim Reaper, Munchie, the Hat Collector. Quick 2910 free hashtag free brick, free ant, soon free sus. Sucks all the no jumper hosts getting locked up. W stream, like, share, subscribe, and try a membership, y'all. W promo.
Shout out that person. Oh, yeah, they're a mod. Quick.
They were hating on him though.
Yo, Quick is a mod in everyone's
Everyone,
chat,
she's one of
bro.
my mods, bro. Shout out to Quick.
Shout out Quick.
Skank Hunts, a member for 13 months. Moose never lied. No premium is crazy. Yeah, my broke got premium. I got premium too.
That's the only subscription I have.
They keep raising the price,
Yeah, it's
bro.
like $20 now, right?
Fuck, it's like 22 now, bro. That shit used to be $12. Snoop Will Pock, keep doing y'all shit. Much love. Also, shout out chat and free Ant and Brick. On God, free all the homies. Out that jam, out that slam. Free them till it's backwards.
Facts.
And that's about it, man. Shout out to Josh on the boards, Kyle, Pooh the Flies podcaster, Ricky, and Moose Man. We love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow,
And
8 p.m. tonight.
Tonight, tune in 8 p.m. Special live stream, Adam and a very, very special exclusive guest. Also, tomorrow after the news, we are doing a we're gonna try 24 hours. We're gonna go as long as we can, but we're doing a stream for Sus before he goes away. We're gonna try to help raise some money for him before he heads out of here.
Sus fundraiser stream. Let's go.
So everyone tune in tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be some laughs.
Hey, and if anybody wants some, you know what I'm saying, to come through and cook some food for us, they said, you know what I'm saying, to tap in with no jumper. If any chefs or restaurants, people that's trying to get their food out there, tap in, email Josh or DM Josh on Instagram and get up in here.
Remember the dude we had for the Whack stream where me and Whack went at it about fuck the streets, Mr. something, Mr. Fantastic or something?
It was a food dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of food was
gotta
it?
get him back. That
Really
was
another
awesome.
Yeah, tap in, y'all. Yeah, tap in for sure.
He had some
We love y'all.
exotic shit.